Alrighty, and hello, good evening everybody, and welcome to another stream for RogueTech, the Black Sheep Squadron, as we once again will get ourselves underway. And let me chill that music for a second because it's done now. Alright, so everybody, welcome. Hello, Nathan. Welcome to the stream. We're just about to get started here. We have recently updated to the most recent version of the patch, which includes things like being able to build your own mech parts. No longer shall mech construction be completely randomized based on whatever parts you happen to have. No, you get to actually build the mechs based on whatever you desire, which is quite interesting. Unfortunately, we don't have any mechs to demonstrate that with, so I suppose one of the most important things that we're going to be doing today is attempting to get some mechs so we can build it, because that'll be interesting. There were a couple of other things. They've changed heat systems, so in order to actually shut someone down from overheat, you have to send them way over the line at this point. I believe the heat has been up to 170, which is pretty significant compared to the 110 that it used to be, and they've made modifications to things like heat banks in order to sort of keep up with that, as well as they're starting to try and work on modifying how headshots work. I don't think that's currently in the build, but it might be. So we're just going to go along and see what ends up happening with that. Anyway, we are one day before the end of the month. It is June 23rd, so the end of the financial month, I suppose. And we only have 3 mechs. We do have 4 pilots, but 3 mechs and only a 1 skull mission is the lowest thing. And to be frank, it's hostile acquisitions, which is an ambush convoy. Hi, Raider. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Yes, we just hit 500 subs just recently. I got the message from YouTube's just earlier today, actually. Telling us we can now fill a jumbo jet with all y'all, which is pretty funny. But yeah, the only mission really that we might want to take would be hostile acquisitions. The problem is it's an ambush convoy. A 1 skull mission that was not an ambush convoy, that was a straight up battle, I might take, because we've got 3 mechs only at the moment. But even if we were at full capacity, I think I'd be a little bit leery about grabbing it just because... So, because of that, we're probably just going to cruise on until the end of the month. We do have to replace a pilot. Punisher, unfortunately, died in the last episode. Unfortunately, from a long Tom artillery piece, which headshotted him by missing the enemy. Yeah, it was a friendly long Tom that managed to blow us completely up. So we have 2 days to chill. So 1 day, immediately taking this to the end of the month, we paid $908,703 in operating expenses. Currently shelling out $81,161 for 217 units of gear, and then we have 336 tons of mech parts for another 11,000. Not terrible. And then, of course, all the other stuff. Upkeeping our mechs is getting a little bit more expensive, but hey, we should be doing okay with it. Morale is steady, so we're not going to do anything altered or different in the finances department. We're just going to go straight up with normal things. A couple of mechs have become ready. I'm just going to double check, make sure they're all prepped. They are. I can wait another day and have the Hatchet Man back, and I think I really want to do that because having the Hatchet Man would be a load off my mind. Although I was expecting both trebuchets to be... Oh yeah, I didn't save that, actually. So trebuchet is going to be done in another 2 days. Is that... ooh, yeah, that's that other trebuchet that's not ready to go at the moment is... Well, wait a second. What? SRM-4s? What the heck was I building here? SRM-6, SRM-4? Wait, really? I built this? We built this together? This seems very, very weird and not like me at all. 3 medium lasers, an SRM-6, and an SRM-4. Huh. I didn't think we had done that, but maybe we were running out of parts, and so we... Oh, no, 4 medium lasers and an SRM-10 pack. That still is not much better. You know what? I'm just going to not think about it, because that's sort of making my brain hurt. I suppose it's a very tanky trebuchet. Interesting. Okay. Where's Downpour? Downpour is way down here at 27 days away from being ready. He is very much in the process of being built, designed, and put out there, so we've got quite some time before he's going to be ready, set, and ready to rock and or roll. Other than that, the Crab is ready, the Shadowhawk's ready, the Arbiter's ready, and I suppose this... What was I thinking when I built this? Jeez, why would I do such a thing? I have no idea. Anyway, so let's go build out something. Let's go find a mission for us to test out our brand new mech. Defend base. I'd prefer a straight-up battle just to begin with, but it looks like that's not going to be much of an option. So we're going to take the defend base Vanguard, then we're going to turn the tables in the next mission against Comstar, because Comstar has a lot of good stuff, and... by then, my real trebuchet should be ready. So we will take this one for maximum salvage, because we're still doing pretty good on cash. And let's get the B team on... the A team, actually, on out of there. So we also want to bring the trebuchet S, which... Seriously? An SRM-10 and 4 medium lasers? That was my master plan. Something was really wrong with me. Anyway, and also grab the Arbiter. So Ek will go in the new trebuchet. Popo shall go in the Arbiter. Succubus shall go in the Crab. Oh, wait, no, Ek should go in the Disco Hawk. And, ooh, this is a bit of a problem. We don't have any good pilots, and it's a 2-skull mission. I'm going to leave Apex and we'll bring Sumo and the Trebuchet, I suppose. Huh. It's designed to get close to people. We may as well take it. Hello, Laurendell. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could swing on by. We're going to be playing for the next couple of hours at the very least. And yeah, we're just about to kick off the first mission. Our Trebuchet TBT-5S is finally done. And looking at it, I really have to wonder, is that something I actually built? Because I'm really confused by what I did. I just can't get over the fact that I built an entire medium mech on 4 medium lasers and an SRM-10. We must have been in a really desperate spot. Although, to be fair, the Black Sheep did run into some pretty hard times for a little while going on there, especially because we decided to start so far in the hole. We spent 2 months of doing nothing. We were out of parts at the time. Okay, I suppose that... So we were in sort of like the desperate straits, trying to get everything together. Wow, we gotta rip that thing apart and put it back together, because that is a really, really terrible design. I feel very sad about having to do that, but again, if we were out of parts, then I suppose that's all we could do. And 4 medium lasers is honestly not terrible. It's basically an improved version of the... Well, not improved, but a similar version to the Arbiter. Because the Arbiter is only 4 medium lasers. Of course, the Arbiter is a 35-ton mech, So we were doing some interesting things, it appears. And to be fair, it is also maxed armored, and it has a couple of other interesting things about it. So I can't knock it entirely, but I'm kind of going to knock it a little bit. I desperately, though, need to up it up to at least 2 SRM-6s just to make myself feel a little bit less naked in it. SRM-10 pack, wow. To be fair, though, in tabletop, the TBT-5S is an absolute monster, nightmarish machine of destruction and evil against any vehicle that you happen to run across. Speaking of Mecha HQ, I'm actually going to throw up the link to the Discord if you want to join. There it is. It's a small Discord community, and to be perfectly honest, we mostly roleplay a Mecha HQ game, which is an interesting thing. It's sort of like a semi-visual novel experience. Oh, it's this map. Yes, thank you. And it's in daytime. Oh, this is the best map ever. First of all, the enemy spawns down here. You kill them quite easily. Then they spawn right here and all the way down here. And if you've got a railgun on this turret position, which we got a Gauss, which is almost as good. Not quite, but similar vein. You can basically kill them as they try and come up this mountain. Oh, we picked up a fire starter and a hoplite? Wow, I should have sent the B... Yeah, we did send the B team, so this was great. Okay, lovely. I don't feel so exposed anymore. Let's go down to the mountain a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying, we're playing a Mech HQ game at the moment, and as part of that game, sort of the thing that we're doing is, it's a visual novel style thing is what I came up with. Basically, I play Mech HQ, and every so often important decisions come up, and I ask the people who are involved in the game what they would like to do. All they bring is, well, not all they bring quite a bit. It's quite interesting, actually, to read a lot of their conversations, and they bring a lot of great input. But the only thing required to actually get started to play is a mech that you want, and a name and a call sign. And from there, we just sort of develop your character organically. Some people, of course, have come in with something a little bit more substantial in terms of backstories, and we incorporate those into the game as best as we could. But yeah, it's a nice little laid-back affair, nothing too crazy, something that people can relax and enjoy. Laurendell is actually involved in it. He is our Charger pilot, and he kicks some serious butt. Although in the last mission, his Charger nearly got annihilated. He got hit by a lot of incoming enemy fire, and he was down to 5 structure points in one torso, 10 in another, and 22 in the center torso without any armor front and back. He survived that. It was pretty amazing. So, less on that though. Let's focus on this. We do, of course, need to get everybody sort of in the right direction to go blasting the enemy down here. Got a Raven and a Locust. I'm not quite interested in keeping any of those alive, so we'll just continue to blast away. Ooh, we managed to hit him with one of the large lasers. Not quite enough to blow him apart, but he did lose his evasion. And if we have anybody left, we can do something. Ooh, an urban mech with a PPC. We got to get on top of that because, yeah, they're shooting my medium buildings, and that's not okay. First things first, though, I really got to kill this Locust before he can do anything. Do you have shoot and scoot? You absolutely do. So let's go kill him because he's not about to exist anymore. Yes, there we go. Okay, so the first Locust is out of the fight. It looks like it's not going to tell me how much of the Vanguard we destroyed, but that's okay. We'll start maneuvering over here, see if we can't get any more data. We do not, although it is kind of looking like there's only 3 of them, so that might work out for us. The turrets are coming. Oh, no, there is 4. There was one in the back that we needed to desperately see. I like to live on the edge, and you've been using it too. We got a Javelin 11B and an Urban Mech in the background, so we need to put a little bit of fire down on them so that they start targeting us instead of, you know, the weakened building, which is down to at least half health. Sumo, will you actually be able to get a target? Well, you can at the Raven. Can I get you a little bit closer so you can do some interesting stuff with all of those medium lasers that you are currently carting around? 28%, I suppose, is the best thing I can possibly hope for. So what do we get? Is that... 2, 3, yeah, it is just 4 medium lasers and SRM-10 pack. Open fire. So we've got 10 rounds of shooting in this mech, which on this mission is actually perfect, because this mission will only run for 10 rounds. Got the hoplite moving forward. It is currently a fake king crab, but that's okay. because we're waiting for somebody to build a hoplite model. Yes, Clan White Square has returned, which in this case I believe is Comstar. But I suppose they're close enough. Yeah, we'll get right on top of you and hit you with a snub-nosed PPC. The Disco Hawk shall strike again. Hi. All I need to do, though, is rip off one of your torsos. Unfortunately, I managed to miss important things more than I could. Yes, for the White Square. We shall crush and destroy them all, however. You will not be able to stop us. We should just walk right on here. Ooh, 52. That's pretty good. Come on. Give me a penetrating hit on a torso. Or, you know, you could miss several important hits. Because all I need is just a little bit more damage on that torso to tear it apart. The turret should hopefully have a field day because he's not moving. And that is another Gaussian placement. So we've got 2 Gaussian placements covering this place. That is quite nice. And the Urban Mech, luckily for us, managed to miss because this building is not much left of it. So we're just going to have to pour a little bit of fire on him. Unfortunately, the enemy should be spawning either this round or next round. So that's a lot going down to the Raven. It was unsteady before, but now just everybody should know exactly where it is. Apparently, it's passing stability checks. Thunderbolt missiles, there he goes. The Raven is completely out of the fight. So that's 2 of the 4 units in the Vanguard. Oh, wow, that was vicious. The Gaussian plane was just nailing his leg. Unfortunately, wasn't quite able to destroy it, but came pretty close. Firestarter zipping off to the side. Back to us. Popo! Popo's gonna get over here and see if he can't crush an Urban Mech. Hi, surprise. Yeah, he's at least 1 PPC. It might be 2, but blast him. Ooh, missed quite a few of them. However, we did damage to several of his important things, so maybe that'll work out in our favor. Sumo, I would like to continue the pressure, and in fact... Ooh, I could get in behind, but I'm gonna go for this leg, because I've got a fairly decent chance of making things happen. Jammed by ECM, not for long. Actually, no, that... Ooh, there goes that. Most of him. Well, half of his mech. Oh, it was a Guardian ECM. I was about to say, I thought that the Urban Mech back here was actually guarding that, but apparently not. So the turrets are going to get to move before that happens. Do I crest the hill here and try and kill this guy? I think we do. Hi, surprise. You gotta stop missing that. That's a kind of important thing. Fortunately, we've managed to chaff and flare him, so he should have absolutely no chance of hitting anybody in the next round, so we hope. And the Hoplite's gonna come up, continuing its long-range assault to support a little bit more. So CT armor on the Javelin, not much left. Succubus can probably finish it off, so Succubus will actually start maneuvering herself back up the mountain, I think. There's a shortcut here, isn't there? Maybe not. I'm not going to chance it, so we're going to come all the way back here. Yes, it's only an 86% chance, but we have a chance to just kill this mech entirely. We'll core it out. I'm not interested in the Javelin at this point. We are in very much the medium mech category. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, because that was a double heatsink kit, and that would have been nice to steal. But you know what? We're going to move on with it. The mech is on fire and nailed the Arbiter with that PPC. 44 damage getting right on through. That is unfortunate, especially because this mech is so gosh darn light. His heat is critical, which, you know, you might expect as he walked through the fire. And more sensor locks going down, so long-range fire might be able to kill him, especially from those Thunderbolts if they happen to be a little bit lucky. Rear attack, unfortunately, managed to hit the mountain. Luckily for us, didn't actually manage to hit our beautiful little Disco Hawk. And the Thunderbolts. Both of them missed. Very unfortunate. So they are going to be landing in this next turn, so I'm going to kind of have to hope that Arbiter can deal with it. We are inspired, which gives us a nice little accuracy buff, which will be lovely. We got a Drillson tank, a light missile carrier, a Grim Reaper. He has returned. The Grim Reaper was... Wow, that is a lot of Inferno that's hitting us. Jeez. Actually, no, it's not us. Oh, thank God. It actually hit all that Firestarter. So all of those rockets were basically wasted. I love it. We got an Urban Mech, a Grim Reaper, a Drillson, and a light missile carrier, which I think may have been a light rocket carrier. I'm really kind of hoping that that was the case. So the Firestarter moving on forward. He's going to open fire on the light missile carrier, get a little bit of fire and laser going on. Not able to kill him. His heat is critical, and he shut down. Because that's exactly what he should have done in that situation. Okay, that's unfortunate. Now, the Grim Reaper... Wait, is this... So, okay, so it is a 55-ton Grim Reaper. I thought for a second I saw 35 tons, but nope. And we got an Urban Mech down here. Are we looking at an Urban Mech posse, perhaps? Because they tend to show up quite often, especially in Lao space. Urban Mech, Urban Mech, Urban Mech, and Urban Mech. So we got an Urban Mech posse that we could basically ignore because I doubt they're going to be able to actually get up this mountain by the time, you know, they're destroyed by the Gauss Rifle or 7 turns occur and the game ends. Alright, so in the vein of eliminating Urban Mech posses, let's try not to expose ourselves too much. She's going to shoot at us quite a bit. Hi, I'm doing this just because I'm hoping to kill you in this next couple of rounds. Can you oblige? He did not. Okay, that's not good. Because now I've actually got to commit other firepower. Like Sumo. But Sumo should be able to handle this. He'll Yep, he'll cross the hill. No problem. He'll get the back shot. He's got enough SRMs to make this work, right? You've got this, right, man? Okay, I was preferred if you just corded out a CT because he had a snub-nosed BPC I was looking to steal. But I suppose that's going to have to wait for another time. Alright, so the urban mech's been dealt with. And the Thunderbolt emplacement was looked at carefully. The poor baby Urbies. Well, don't be too sorry for that. Oh, wow. So the Grim Reaper just ripping the guts out of most of this. To be fair, he is offline. And he's going to come right on forward, which has placed him very much in range of the turrets. And he's given us a side shot on him. Lovely. I should probably be focusing on the... Okay, he was a rocket carrier, so I'm going to ignore him for a little while. Urban Mech is a cannon and a laser. He's an R-59. I'm going to guess you're a heavy rifle and a small laser. But anyway, yeah, you're going to die. Or at least put a little pressure on you. Ooh, good. We hit him with the C3 Master, so everybody will have a nice, easier time of actually hitting him. Ek in the Disco Hawk. I would like to have you support a little bit and actually have a line of sight. Not quite gonna happen in the way that I'd like it to. It's gonna be 48s across the board. Huh, that is slightly unfortunate. Open fire anyway. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. It's a wonderful being here this evening. Happy Memorial Day. Yes, happy Memorial Day on Monday, so 2 days from now. But Memorial Day weekend, absolutely. Take some time. Oh yeah, take some time with your families. In America, we generally barbecue a lot. So that's my plan. Alright, lots of fire coming in. And the Grim Reaper, managing to avoid the Gauss rifle. I suppose I can't be all that surprised. Thunderbolt's going down on the Urban Mechs. Both of them missed. The Urban Mechs might actually get here. I mean, they're moving a little bit faster than I kind of anticipated. I was expecting them to move at the pace of a crawl. Urban Mech moving up, decides he wants to punch instead of shoot with his probably heavy rifle. So I suppose I can't get too angry about that because he's made himself weaker. Grim Reaper getting shot at by a couple more shots. Fires everywhere, and a second Gauss rifle, only missing by -2%. Because the laws of physics do not apply if your name is the Grim Reaper. Your bank holiday here on Monday. Oh, nice. Alright, so let's just get on because I need to get a trebuchet on top of the enemy relatively close because it is designed exactly for that. Could fire the light missile carrier. I'm not going to bother. Let's just put a little more fire down on the Grim Reaper if I can make him unsteady or something. Although he'll probably move once I make him unsteady, so there is that working against us. Popo! Popo can fly, so... Oh, can Popo not see anything? Apparently not. So that is a tad unfortunate. I think I can have Popo focus on... No, I don't actually want to place that much danger on Popo. Yeah, I'll take that. So we'll hop up over here, generate a little bit of heat, but that's okay, because nobody can see us without having to move into our position. And manage to hit him with the target acquired and the hayward. And he's back online, lovely. Ek, the Disco Hawk. Ooh, that places me in a somewhat awkward position. Do I have any equipment? I do not. Okay, so can I sprint to get into his back? I absolutely can. I'll somewhat be presenting my back to all of the Urbies. But is that a bad thing? Potentially, yes. I mean, Urban Mechs can have nearly anything you possibly can think of. So that might not be the best idea we ever came up with. I can, however, move right here, which will give me probably the shot that I'm looking for. Not quite the shot I want, but good enough. 80 damage if I deal it to him. I mean, I could potentially if I hit him with 3 things. But no, we're going to focus on the Grim Reaper because the Grim Reaper is the most dangerous thing up here. We did hit him with the sensor's impairment, so he's going to have a little bit of a harder time. Allied turns, gets to move. Come on, give me some turret action. They're not going to. He's going to move before the turrets happen, but I can dream. Hoplite getting a little bit more pressure going down on him, and it's up to the Succubus. And she's actually in a fairly nice position to take advantage of things. So we're going to... shooting first and then scooting might be the best idea. Oh, absolutely. Open fire. And that was everything. Did we make him unsteady? We absolutely did. Unfortunately, he's going to move pretty much right after our move here, so... Not getting a whole heck of a lot of this one. Enemy phase at 16. I anticipate that will be the Grim Reaper. He's going to be slowed down a little bit, so that does work for us. Opening fire on the Arbiter. Not able to connect because the Arbiter is, of course, flying through the sky. And he critted himself. Ooh, damage and the misfire. That is unfortunate to be you. Please don't move. Please just stand... No, he's an ace pilot. He's going to walk through the fire and... put his back towards the turrets that have Gauss rifles attached to them. Well, more power to you, buddy. Okay, lovely. So we probably can rip him apart in relatively short order. I mean, he did place his back towards a crab and a king crab, but it's not really a king crab. We can dream. So yeah, once the enemy finally sorts out exactly what it is they want to do here, the Drillson is going to zip along, as Drillsons often do. Going to blast away as much as he can, nailing that fire starter even more. That poor fire starter. He had a shutdown, and now he's just getting beat on left, right, and center. And more missiles coming in, and more oh no, those were all blinding Inferno. Huh, well you just made that urban mech even more. And Gauss slugs we trust. We also got PPCs coming down from here. It's becoming a little bit concerning. But hi Matt, welcome to the stream. And a sensor lock, of course, on the missile carrier instead of this guy. But we did manage to blow off. Oh, come on, don't do that. I needed that. Weapon plus would have been really cool to have. We're about to get punched by an urban mech. You've been hit by a smooth criminal, clearly. He is an R-59, so that kind of looks like a rotary, but maybe not. And we're getting a little bit of laser damage going on in through, hitting him on his back. He's lost his evasive right as the thunderbolts come in and scrag his engine. Okay, we might actually get a Grim Reaper out of this one, which of course leaves the Gauss rifle to miss the Drillson tank. So we've got that going for us. Really, this thunderbolt emplacement has just been doing amazing work so far. We've got to do more for that thing because it's great. Firestarter is on fire, so a little bit of irony there, as he's, of course, lighting the Drillson on fire for additional heat damage. And he's managed to avoid his shutdown this time, so more power to him. Popo or Sumo? Popo first, because Popo can make it easier for other people to actually hit people. So hi, surprise, please die. Ooh, if we got really lucky, we would have killed him, but we did not. So that is, of course, going to require Sumo to move up onto him and blast him with everything he's got. And then we can sort of focus on, you know, whatever the heck this light carrier has to deal with. Open fire. And there we go. Tore off the side with a small laser. He has a mortar on him, so there is that, but we've kind of moved away from mortars, if I'm completely honest. It's not something we're super interested in anymore. We were at one point, but I would rather have bigger, more deadly things. Do I go after you? I have to go after you. Yep, so we're going to walk through the fire and the flames and take aim at you. Hello, and maybe goodbye. Oh, I saw red numbers, and there goes an engine destroyed. So, or that could be... No, he was actually destroyed. You can't quite tell at the moment. I think the engine glitch is still there, but maybe not. Maybe they fixed that by now. It doesn't really matter. It changed nothing. I'm going to ignore the Drillson for the urban mech, or do I beat the crap out of a Drillson? Honestly, I kind of want to kill a Drillson here. I mean, the mortar isn't going to be that much damage, right? I mean, it could just be all kinds of crazy acid. We're just going to ignore it for now. Managed to hit his turret with our PPC, right? Or one of the sides anyway. So he's been dented a little bit. He'll be blasted even more by more mechs. And some light fire going down there. There's not much left. Yep, CT to cord him out. Good job. Thank you for the hoplite. Hoplite managing to support us quite lovely. And we've taken out most of this group up here. Just the Drillson to destroy. Urban Mech has taken the field. I'm going to hope that's a mag shot rifle, because if that's a Gauss, we may have a problem. Although if that's a Gauss and we core him out, we'll get a Gauss. So there's that. More light fire. Swarm LRMs hitting everybody, because that's what they care about. And how is the enemy going to respond? Clearly moving more urban mechs up. This heat bar is getting a little ridiculous. This was one of the things, actually, I was a little concerned of when I heard about the heat changes. Like, aside from overdoing the entire heat changes, the GUI doesn't quite support it, so that may need a bit of a trimming, I hope. So, let's see what actually happens with the enemy deciding to maneuver. Sort of stumbling over my words here. They have 3 more mechs that they've got to get across this thing. And the Drillson is going to zip on along, took 15 burn damage, blasted the back of our crab. Luckily, we do have a decent amount of armor, so we're just going to ignore him, turn around, and blast him with a lot of fire. As soon as it is, of course, our turn. Gauss rifle misses by 40%, so that is unfortunate. These Gauss rifles don't appear to be quite so useful. Oh, wow, that was impressive. So the Drillson has been just nailed by a thunderbolt. And then also a Gauss rifle. Unfortunately, the Gauss rifle didn't hit the exposed spot, so he's alive. Lucky for us, though, we brought a Firestarter. I think the Firestarter is attacking the wrong side. He is. Even if he could hit. Madness, this is too good. We're not there yet, but hi, Declan, welcome to the stream. Alright, Popo, I think you might actually be able to get into position to kill the Drillson. The Drillson's weakness is his left side, right? Ooh, no, not quite. Are you faster? You are not. There is no way that you can possibly get over there. And Sumo, I think, will have a similar problem. So what I can do, though, is if I can get a... Nope. It's not going to happen at all. My hope had been if I could get a direct line of sight onto him, what I could then do is hit his front. And by hitting his front, we would then have a chance of hitting the other side, but that is not going to happen. I will shut off a single laser to just lob some fire over his direction. Completely missing, but that's not the point. The point is to make him vulnerable and make him not feel all that great about himself. So if he get a shaken result, that'd be lovely. Ooh, he cooked anyway, despite the fact that he didn't give me a warning on that. That is unfortunate. Popo will, of course, struggle and attempt to get within a position to blast him from the front, as that's exactly what I need. So surging on forward, I just need one hit. One hit on this left side, please. Yeah. Fire away. I got the hit, but I think it was with the tag, so that didn't quite count for what I was sort of hoping for. Hoplite, you had a chance. The Hoplite decided he wanted to fight an Urban Mech instead. I can kind of respect that choice, but I would have preferred it if he had killed the Drillson, because the Drillson will actually give us a full, complete kill here. Can I actually see him? Can I see him? Is that a thing? No, it is not. So we're just going to swing up here. Hi, more fire. We don't really care, though. Fire! There we go. The Drillson's out of the fight. So that'll give us even more cash, even though we didn't quite take this one for cash. But there's a lot of equipment on there, and we built a trebuchet with an SRM-10, so we need equipment. Another shot from that. I gotta figure out what that is. We really want to kill him, but we've only got a couple of turns. 4 turns left before the end of the match, and really it's 3 because we don't... Oh, no, Ek is still here. Haha! The Disco Hawk shall get engaged. The Disco Hawk, of course, has to run through quite a bit of fire to get to the enemy. Luckily for us, we don't need to do anything at that point, so we can just chill out anywhere. Although he isn't a Disco Hawk, so he has a lot of heat control. Another evasive and aggressive Urban Mech. And he got hit. So the first one got hit by a Gauss rifle, the second one getting attacked by Swarm LRMs, not able to connect. Thunderbolts hit again. Okay, so he had fluid oil, which exploded. So he's having a bit of a bad day. Let's see if we can't make it worse. How fast... Actually, how accurate am I with this shot? Fairly accurate. How about if I sprinted for more speed and evasion? Mainly the evasion, although I am starting to build up a stability problem. Quite a bit slower. So you know what? We will just go for the walk. It does leave us a little bit more exposed, but we have quite a bit of VCM and evasion. So open fire. I see red numbers. I like red numbers, and there goes his entire right torso, which blew up a whole bunch of ammo. So this is clearly one of those mechs that is designed just to mess with you. If he can get up to you, he can use his fluid guns. The mag shot / Gauss rifle equipped Urban Mech has decided to position himself in a defensive position, and we have revealed all 3 Urban Mechs. Lovely. So if we had a super fast hatchet man, we could run up and break them all. We don't have one of those, but you can imagine. Run through the fire. Yes, we're under heat problems, so I'll shut off my medium lasers, shut off more medium lasers, and yeah, I didn't think this through. Just give him a little bit of love with the SRMs. Ooh, 2 hits, so there we go. Working with that one. More allied units. The Hoplite will maneuver to a position to start blasting down on the already heavily weakened Urban Mech. Didn't kill him, though. That is unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't exist very shortly. I do, of course, want to kill this one, because, you know, he's got some cool gear on him. I think, actually, at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is a little bit of this, and I will set the snub nose to B. So I get a little bit of love on this guy. Come on, break him. Another ammo explosion, but we're just not killing him. At a PPC, which nailed him, sensors and powder, so he's going to have a little bit more difficulty. Can I get a shot on Mr. Mag Shot? Not if I just do that. So I'm going to continue to just blink away at the status effect Irby and hope that we kill him. There we go. He's off the fight now. So taking care of status effect Irby. We got 2 turns in order to take out, you know, Gauss Rifle, Mag Shot Irby, or whatever he is. I'm really hoping for Gauss Rifle, and I'm really hoping we core him out. This fire starter just cannot catch a break. Getting nailed by PPCs. He's just having a bad day. And more long-range swarm missiles, or maybe not. In any event, none of them actually managed to hit, although they are starting a little bit of fire. So this is an ecological disaster in the making. This is an excellent way to sort of demonstrate virus problems. Movement, but did not do anything after that. Urban Mech is getting lobbed at by Thunderbolts, and both of them miss pretty severely as well. 49% on the one of them, so he's not having a great time. Oh, but he got nailed by the Gauss rifle, so he's getting a little bit of damage going on him. We only really need a little bit more. I mean, clearly that'll start having us penetrate his armor, right? At some point. I mean, we've been sandblasting the gosh darn thing for quite some time. Alright, let's see how the enemy wants to respond. Their Urban Mech shall come charging forward. He shall be aggressive, and okay, that's an all-up Gauss rifle. That's 50 damage out in the open. Or maybe that's a light Gauss rifle. Yeah, that's a light Gauss. Okay. So we can deal with that more or less. Where do we see the enemy? Because I do kind of want to steal it. Because, you know, who wouldn't want to steal a Gauss rifle? Let's bounce. Oh, yes, we can get absolutely close to him. This guy's got a PPC. I'm kind of gonna hope he can't use it. How about up here? 56 versus next to him, which is 63. Yeah, I'm going to go next to him. Surprise! Hi! You have a gas rifle. I want it, so gib. So blasting on into him, managed to haywire him, so he'll be much less accurate. Ek can then maneuver into a position where he can get a shot, right? Not quite as easily. Do you have just a shot here? You do, and you have shoot and scoot. Open fire then, please. Looks like we managed him again. He has a lot of armor for mech equipped with a Gauss rifle. Jeez. We'll just continue down the path as we struggle to get into him. Sumo is in a position to support, maybe, perhaps, if he stood up here and lobbed missiles down, it would not be particularly effective. Because, let's be honest, he's in a mech that is... Okay, the mech is actually kind of designed to work fairly well with him, but he's a terrible gunner. So we can blame it all on that. Get a shot on this. 33 only. That's not good at all. Do I need, like, another weapon mount? Yeah, 33 is the best we're going to get. Open fire. A little bit higher because of the targeting computer. We are starting to get some damage on. Unfortunately, it's damage on the side I don't want. I do not want that right side damaged at all because I want to save that right side. Sensor lock going down on the Irby. Enemy it's to move, so I assume it's going to be this Irby. Oh no, Allied turns up again. And more swarm missiles because that's exactly what we need to do. Also, you're shooting my mech, so please stop that. And we've started a fire. Gauss rifles don't really care about fires, but hey. Missed 2 more of these. He's just been under all kinds of fire and is basically Neo. Completely evasive and ignoring everything. Fire start up front. Succubus is up. Lovely. Can I just get Ek within range? Ek is going to have to run. So Ek is going to do that. So he can actually... Oh, that's exactly what I want. 81s across the board. High. Surprise. And getting quite a few red numbers, although I think most of those were arm-related. And then we've torn off one of his arms. So he's not having the best day ever. Although we did make him unsteady, which now means that hopefully Succubus will have a fairly easy shot. 71s, I suppose, is the best we're going to get, so open fire. Succubus, the whole point was to steal that light Gauss rifle. But hey, I suppose putting a large laser into it was the best idea. At least she killed it. So that's a little disappointing. We're probably not going to be able to kill this last one in the back, or these last 2 in the back, because there's only so much time left in the mission. So we're just going to have to put up with the fact that you can't always get what you want. We're going to step into the spore field. We'll take more damage, but we'll be harder to hit. We'll also be quite evasive. And I don't know which one is the one I care about, so I'm just going to blast at you. She shot a little too well. She does that on occasion. It can be a little bit weird. And Sumo, are you actually going to get within range of anybody? I don't think so. No, you were not. All right, so now we just need to suffer through 2 more shots from the enemy. Of course, one of these has PPCs. So really, that's not just a minor thing. A little bit more fire coming down on the Urban Mech. Seeing a couple of penetrating hits, so that's lovely. Unfortunately, didn't kill him. And the PPC, he decided to spread the love instead of focusing on the one thing he could actually kill. Urban Mech falling back and doing nothing. Okay, that's lovely. How about the other Urban Mech? Gonna open fire at us, but fortunately we were in the spore field and maximum evasion, so able to completely avoid all that fire. And he's coming forward aggressively. Allied turn. Let's just lob a couple more shells his way. Please don't hit me with the swarm LRMs. You almost hit me with the swarm LRM. Please stop that. That's not cool. Missed by 8%, missed by 25%. So 2 Urban Mechs are going to get away. We're not going to get our full sweep bonus, unfortunately. May have been able to do that if we had a slightly different mech combo, but hey, we didn't have the Hatchet Man, so there's that. But a successful mission nonetheless. Everybody has been defeated. Victory is ours. And the next mission is we're going to be probably going on a base assault. Yeah, we're going to be working for the local government against Comstar. But we wanted the A-Team for that, and I also wanted the Hatchet Man for that, because it's a slightly more difficult mission. Alright, managed to get a fairly decent payout anyway, despite the fact we took this one for all salvage. 318,590, was it? Yeah, Succubus and her crab picking up the most amount of kills on this one. The Disco Hawk, surprisingly, despite being the heaviest thing we dropped, didn't kill anybody, and also took a fairly nasty hit to the shoulder, although I anticipate that's one of the PPCs. From the Urban Mech Assault Army that we've been running into all over the place. Hi, I'm probably going to grab these, but just in case I don't, that's the current thinking. In case I don't, just so I can get other things. There could be very cool stuff. Chaff countermeasures, don't care, although, how much do these weigh? So they weigh as much as a chaff rocket launcher. What is the point of the countermeasure version? Strong binding line of detonation, 3 salvos, volatile. Coats a target and sensor inhibiting. I don't think I see the point. Alright, so let's continue to go down. We're not taking the mortar anymore because we already had a mortar mech, and we sold it because we got a bigger mech, and we didn't have the cash to keep both of them on. C3 Slave is surprisingly advanced. A whole bunch of basic cockpits despite that fact. Got a Com Suite Plus, Endo Steel. How much Endo Steel? I got 1, so I'm going to grab that. Artemis Predator sight systems, which give us a 10% call bonus, a 5% increase in sight range, which I also believe we get an easier, thermal vision heat threshold at every 40 points of heat, so that's interesting. Ferrofiber, so much of that I got one, so I'll grab that. Got a Gyro XXL, which 40 stability and weighs minus 50%, but takes 4 slots. Which, hey, that's actually really nice. So, a whole bunch of heat sinks doubles, rangefinder plus, which is 100 sight and +1 initiative. That wouldn't actually be terrible to put. No, I can't. I was about to say that wouldn't be terrible to put on the Hatchetman, but the Hatchetman has a spiked helmet for the additional damage, and I can't afford to take that. And a weapon plus. Okay, I need that weapon mount in my life. There's the 2 light Gauss rifle shells for the Gauss rifle we couldn't get. So, do we get rid of Pharaoh, or do we get rid of Endo? Well, Pharaoh is much less likely to be useful, just because of the way that we design mechs and the current weight bracket that we're in. So, I will dump that in order to grab a weapon mount plus. Lovely. All right, so Endo, Gyro, and weapon mount plus. Yes, I know we didn't grab any of the actual parts for the Grim Reaper, but it's a hero mech. So we got 2 more Urban Mech parts, 3 Raven Mech parts, and a Javelin 11B. And aside from that, nothing of any note. Although I'm not sure why we're able to pick up Sensors Basic, because aren't Sensors Basic just something that's part of the mech at this point? Huh. It's gonna clutter up my screen a lot, isn't it? Unfortunately, we're gonna have to just deal with it, I suppose. So let us prepare for the combat as soon as we come around to the next setting. Okay. So the first mission is down already. We should be able to get a couple of things done, hopefully, cross your fingers, as we take on the next slightly more difficult mission. But I think with the right mixture of mechs, namely if we get our actual Trebuchet down, as well as the Disco Hawk, and probably the Crab and the Hatchetman, we can probably take a slightly more difficult base assault mission, which was offering to pay us out a lot more salvage. We would like to get a couple of mechs as well, although getting stuff like that is actually not terrible at all. I think already, though, we have a weapon mount double plus on the Disco Hawk snub. I'm not positive on that one. So 4 days for the next 10,000 C-bills in order to actually get the entire alliance rocking and rolling once again. Do a quick check on that. 2 days on the Disco Hawk, 1 day on the Trebuchet, 1 day on the Crab. I want the Hatchetman up top as well. Actually, I could just wait 2 days, so I'll put the Crab up top, and that'll allow us to have the Hatchetman and the Trebuchet, but I don't care so much about that Trebuchet. So, yeah, this is going to take 3 days at the very least, because I need these 3 mechs and the Hatchetman. Yep. Alright, that'll be the plan. We need to wait a couple of days anyway for the A-Team. Well, 1 day for the A-Team. So let's wait 3, 1. Oh, Comstar likes us. Thank you. Yeah, we're about to take a mission against you. You're probably not going to be super thrilled about it. Do a quick check of the barracks. Make sure that everybody is ready to rock and or roll. You are good. Apex is good. Flatline is... could use a gunnery, but, nah, he's going to have a Hatchetman. He doesn't need it. Wait a second, where is my... oh, yeah. Punisher's dead. We meant to do this, and we forgot about it. So, hiring hall. We recently lost a pilot, and now we need a new pilot. So, let's go take a look. And it's, you know, a fairly decent thing that we actually managed to get them to like us. So, let's go check out the traits of these pilots. Reckless, Spacer, Military, Merchant, Mech Warrior. Merchant makes it cheaper to buy things. Military gives us more starting XP. Reckless is a bonus to hit, but easier to be hit, which is probably not going to happen. Also, reduced maintenance and moderate starting XP. It was Punisher. Punisher got head capped by a Long Tom, a friendly Long Tom. Farmer is not interesting. GV is Reckless, Spacer, so between GV and Bronzite, Bronzite is better because Bronzite has... oh, wait, no. Yeah, because Bronzite also has the merchant and military backgrounds and mech warrior background. He's better. Morpheum is, of course, one of the makers of the mod, and he has no skills. Do Ronins do anything special? I don't actually know that. Anyway, and of course, Rook. And Rook is the worst of the 3. So we've got Morpheum, we've got Bronzite, and we've got GV. So really we've got Morpheum or Bronzite. Could be the one that we buy. Although, just based on this skill, I'm going to guess that Ronins don't get anything special. So, also I don't want to get in trouble for accidentally killing one of the mod makers. We're going to hire Bronzite. Alright, let's go take a look at our brand new pilot, who will probably not be on this mission because he's probably not going to be A-Team material. 6,500 starting XP. Okay, so we lost Punisher. Punisher is a gunnery tactics. Well, in any event, we want gunnery, we want piloting, we'll pick up guts next time, and we'll give him his first level of called shot. So, welcome to the team, Bronzite, and we will confirm on that one. But that does, of course, mean he's not A-team material, because as you can see, he's significantly lower than everybody else. Who is getting promoted from the B-team? I think it's got to be Ek, because Succubus leads the B-team. That's kind of her thing. I sort of made her the second in command of the company. So, yeah, Ek is going to get promoted up to A-team rank, and I believe he was along the same path that Punisher was in. Yes, Punisher died again. He seems to have a habit of doing that. You were what? You were a specialization gunner? Apparently you were a 3 gunnery and a 2 piloting, but that's not the way that works because of the injury system. So, let's see if... Because we're going to need to wait a couple more days because we need to get Ek online. So 3 more days. Let's see... Oh, it's only the downpour being built. Okay, chill for 3 days. Everybody just relax. Okay, Solaris Championship. Sure, Bronzite can go fight people. Oh, great, so Bronzite has picked up Drunk. Lovely. So, that's wonderful. On the upside, we also got a point of morale, so I suppose that's working for us. Is Bronzite... Nope, no, he's not. Okay, 1 more day. 1 more day has passed, and we are ready to rock and roll. Do a quick check on Ek. Actually, before we actually rock and roll, because we need to make sure that things are... I didn't mean to come here. I'm here, but... Oh, and that's a good thing I'm here, because the trebuchet needs to be fixed. Oh, yeah, because the trebuchet is missing its head. Right. Oh, wait, no. What? What's wrong with this? 1 or more components was installed in an invalid location. Okay, let's go see if we can't hunt it down. Yes. Yes. Whole bunch of ammo. Null 6 systems, sure. Oh, do I not have a sensor suite to go along with this? Is that what I'm missing? I think so. Yeah, so we can't have the null sig on here unless we manage to somehow cram in a sheathed beacon, I suppose. Which I don't have. That's a bit of a shame. Tarek's personality caused him to come back, but Punisher changed his mind and retired again. Gee, thanks. Way to know that I have the support of my audience. Alright, so we need to come up with a way to fit in either an electronic countermeasure system or to rip out the thing, but you know what? I've got this Jara XXL that I absolutely can fit in there for 2.5 tons of stuff. Jeez. Is there a really cool thing that I can put in here? Like a really cool electronic countermeasure system? Is there an Angel ECM? There is. How much is it? 2 for 2. I have 1. I have 3. Okay, lovely. So we pull off patchwork material, and we put on the Angel ECM. There we go, and that fixes all our problems. So, do I really want to use this on the okay, on the this is a great trebuchet, so we'll have to wait another day to have this trebuchet ready to rock and roll, but we should be okay. Cross your fingers. Yeah, 1 more day. Been spending way too much time just sitting in orbit doing nothing. But after now we check Ak, we can go. Because if he just tried to leave, Tarek would put him back in. Well, there's a lot to be done, and we need good pilots. Your guts would give you a 10 heat overheat threshold and an injury. I'm giving you a call chop bonus because it's way better. Alright, time to actually go take this mission now. We've faffed around enough in the middle of orbit just waiting for at least a week, which, well, we're not making money while we do it. Target acquisitions? No. Protect the mechs? Maybe. Ooh, this is not a terrible mission. I like it. It's 3.5 skulls, which is significantly higher than us, and I do believe that the mission that I wanted to take is no longer there. Who is this fight against? The New Delphi Compact. Not familiar with you. Little is known about the New Delphi Compact, apart from their capital ships, their capital being New Delphi. Gee, who'd have thunk? This area will probably be quickly absorbed into a nearby faction anyway, so it's almost certainly not worth your trouble. Okay, so there's a reason I didn't know anything about it. I do kind of want to protect the mechs. I sure as heck am not taking fireworks, because target acquisitions are terrible. Yeah, we were going to take turn the tables, weren't we? Yeah, it was a 4 of 17 at 1 million. I've got the A-team ready to go. Let's go piss off the Chainlian Islands. Are not a unified realm, but rather a collection of warring planet states and minor... Who are we running into, these people? Jeez. Alright, so let's go murder everybody. We need, of course, the A-team on this lance, and we also need to reorder the lance, because we're about to go and rock and roll. So, of course, the Hatchetman is our starter. And then the Shadowhawk or the Disco Hawk, is that one. So we now need to make sure we're picking the right trebuchet, and this one ain't it. So this trebuchet, who has an Angel ECM and nullsig systems, which should be helpful. It's a trap. It might be a trap, but you know, we're going to see if we can't shoot our way out of it. And a crab. So the Black Sheep herself is going to go in the Disco Hawk for the accuracy bonuses that she has to work with. Apex will go in the crab, which puts Flatline in the Hatchet Man. And Ek, welcome to the company. You're stepping into a dead man's mech, so you better make sure you do a gosh darn good job. He's slightly lower than everybody else, but he will learn. Or he will die. What are we at? We are 2.5 versus a 3.5. Yeah, we're a full skull down. Let's go rock and roll. You think they're weak, but then you see a Timberwolf and a Mad Dog over the horizon. Gee, thanks. So what we're hoping to run into, clearly, is heavy clan mechs that can kick my ass. Which is hopefully not so... Well, if they're in small numbers. Like that Mad Cat Mark III we fought that one time. Oh, it would have been so nice if we had actually managed to take that mech, but no, we cored that sucker out with a single hit from our hatchet. All I wanted, man, all I wanted, Flatline, was to take that thing intact, but no, you just had to put a hatchet so far through that thing we got one part. We did, however, get a couple of LRM-20s. Clan LRM-20s, which was very nice. I think actually the trebuchet has been upgraded with them, so we've got that going for us. Also, a ton of special ammunition is in that trebuchet. Really, that trebuchet is a bomb waiting to go off, and it's kind of terrifying. So, 3.5 skulls, working with Steiner against the how would you pronounce it? Chainalane? Chainalane? The Chainalane Islands. So, not quite certain why we're fighting the Chainalane Islands, but if they got interesting mechs, I'm more than willing to do it. We're getting 5 of 20. Oh, yeah, protect the mechs. So that's the other reason why I wanted to take this one. If this was a straight-up battle, 3.5 skulls might be a problem, but protect the mechs generally works with you. Sort of. Ish. Maybe. I think we can do it. Just trust me on this. A bomb versus the bomb. What's the difference anyway? A lot of things, clearly. Alright, Apex, it's time to get on the way on your Scout Crab, which, of course, still has some fairly amazing technology in it, right? We've still got the mask and the pirate targeting. Yeah. So that's why it's this one, because it's clearly designed for scouting. Let's go secure the convoy rally point. I'm not seeing any enemy yet, but that means nothing, of course. So we'll zip on over here, see if we can't detect the enemy on turn 2, because on turn 1 you're not allowed to know where anybody actually is. They give you massive buffs to your, well, buffs or penalties. In any event, they make it so it's nearly impossible to see people or sensorize people. They do that to protect you from, on turn 1, suddenly getting blasted from the moon and having no idea what the heck's going on. It's not a terrible idea, but it can be a little bit weird sometimes. Hi, anything? No, nothing. Okay, lovely. So we can get right up on top of this thing without too much of a care in the world. Do I want to? Don't walk through it? Good. Lovely. Is Mr. Stabby in this group? Or that? Nope, that's Rippers. The Rumblers have Mr. Stabby and their Hatchet Man, whereas the Black Sheep only have a single Hatchet Man. I'm kind of looking to expand that Hatchet Man, but I haven't found anything just yet, so we're working with what we've got. Alright, nothing on sensors. We will, of course, key off the target on this round, so walk through things. You'll walk all the way forward. We'll have the trebuchet bring up the rear. So flatline, Ek. Go stand on base. There we go. And Flatline will just sprint as far as he can on forward, so that he can be up front and up close and personal with people with his 260 damage. Oh, this Hatchet Man is so much better than the Rumblers, and they're not nearly as far in the game. Well, not. They're catching up, but they're not as far as the Rumblers are. Alright, let's see what the enemy's got for us. We have secured the location. We must now escort the mechs. The mechs that we have to escort today are a host of mediums and lights. Really? Okay, so we have Asura, which apparently is a Mad MDG. Not sure what an MDGX is, but the model is a Mad Cat Mark II. So that's an interesting amount of firepower. We've also got an Owens, which is currently being played by the Javelin at the moment. We really need an Owens. Anyway, also a Hunchback and a Centurion. So yeah, this is interesting. I'm not sure what's in this, Asura. Oh, you've got 2 MRM-10s, a Semp cannon, and a whole plasma cannon. You're not nearly as cool as I thought you were. I mean, you're cool, but you're not that cool. Sorry. The Owens is, of course, an Omni-Mech with a whole bunch of interesting things on it. The Hunchback is a 4N with stuff on it. And the Centurion is an Ultra Autocannon 10. Cool. All right, so we've actually managed to come across a fairly interesting force. Apex. Yeah, go scout. This is kind of your job. Oh, you scouted the wrong direction. We have an Apollo way off there. We also have a hoplite, which could be dangerous. We've got another Grim Reaper. Jeez, how many hero Grim Reapers are there in the world? This is the second one we've run into today. And a Centurion. Oh, this is the... Oh, no, you're not. I was about to say this is the 55-ton version Centurion, but no, it clearly says 50. So let's give the Apollo some love. Blast away, didn't touch anything, but we don't really care. We do, of course, have to wait for the enemy to come to us, so maybe I should have just waited around behind this hill, let them crest it. But I wanted to leave things open so that, you know, we could get on top of them. Yeah, you guys are never going to hit them. Their spawn protection is much too great. This is a situation that does not ever happen. Poor armor? Yep, that's the whole point of Protect the Mechs. The mechs you're protecting have terrible armor, so that if they get shot at, they die, mostly. Centurion coming along forward. And Flatline is not in a position to actually support anybody just yet, right? Oh, you do have masks, so you could be in a position very shortly. Let's go send the Black Sheep herself. We'll go after the one mech that currently no longer has his spawn protection active. Hi, surprise. 48 is not terrible. Blast away. And some chaff countermeasures. Oh, they changed... Oh, okay, hang on a sec. So, the Chaff Rocket Launcher 5 has been changed entirely. I see this now. It is now a Chaff Countermeasures, which has 2 less rockets. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Let's go kick on the mask. Recalculate just how fast this thing can actually move so that we can actually get on top of the enemy. My intention is hopefully to chop this Centurion into little tiny bits. Can we do so? We can. Lovely. That's absolutely... Oh, never mind. That was the micro laser. I'm like, that's an abysmal chance to hit. It is not. It's a fine chance to hit. 78% chance if we put her back to the Grim Reaper who's got a PPC. I think not. Let's go up and chop him. Hi, surprise, 73%. Flatline? Oh, flatline. Flatline you can rely on. Did he have... Oh, he did. He had an XL engine. If you wanted a Centurion, there's most of a Centurion. We can sell it to you secondhand. Do I want to maneuver super fast? I kind of do, just to make sure that I'm sort of in position. I'm gonna hope that it's sort of like... Yeah, fire normal. I'm gonna sort of hope that it's sort of like... Maybe not. That might have been a bad idea. Hope that it's like a normal base assault where if I touch everybody else, they'll focus on me before they go after the mechs. Because I don't want these mechs to get shot at all that much. Apollo's a 55-tonner, would be interesting to take. I think we have a couple of parts for him. The hoplite, I think I solo my hoplite parts because it's a placeholder model, and I would prefer not to have to work with placeholder models. I'm stingy like that. Oh, we got another hoplite with an LBX autocannon. Interesting. Taking a couple of shots on the crab, but the crab is well armored, designed to take damage, one might say. And more movements coming from our friendly Centurion. Enemy gets to move once again. Let's see what they want to plan to do. Who's coming forward? Who's going to be a problem? Oh wait, no, that's still the same hoplite. Okay, so we're not getting mobbed by 5 mechs. Grim Reaper, coming forward. PPC managed to miss with that, hit us with a couple of other missiles, doing a little bit of stability damage to the crab. Do they send 1 lance or 2 on missions like these? I think it depends on the difficulty, but for this level, we're probably going to look at this one and then 1 more further on. More laser fire coming in, along with a couple of missiles. Fairly damaging, too. Wow, the crab is actually taking a pretty significant hitting on that one. Flatline, I'm going to have you chop up the Grim Reaper, if at all possible. Apex. Apex is going to maneuver towards the enemy, I feel. I feel like that is probably the best plan. So, get ourselves into the forest. Ooh, I have made the worst possible plan. Because now Flatline can't do anything until afterwards. I am very unhappy with myself. Blast the Apollo. He looks like an archer. Isn't that adorable? I figured to get at least 1 heavy in this match. Maybe, but let's not invite things that could really, really hurt us. Reserve, because I'm an idiot. More movement coming around from the friendlies. A little bit of long-range fire going down to the Grim Reaper. Getting tagged a little bit, but I need somebody like Ek to show up and... Ooh, Ek is not going to be... The Black Sheep. Yes, the Black Sheep should be able to crest this hill and fire down the Grim Reaper. We'll bring the Hatchetman then in. We'll chop him to little tiny bits. It'll be beautiful and lovely, right? This'll work. We can take him? I hope so. Grim Reaper coming on forward. Grim Reaper, are you going to reveal yourself? You shall not. You'll just continue the fire on the crab. Luckily for us, you can't hit the broadside of a barn. Your buddies probably will, but you can't. More allied movement coming on. So we've got the Asura currently out in the open and a little bit vulnerable. I'm going to try and do something about that. Ek, do you want to demonstrate awesome skill and abilities? How about if I set you to swarms? Because I've got those, and I may as well use them. Hi! This is X first salvo as part of the A-team. So let's hope that he can deal a lot of damage. I did a little damage to both of them. They've got an AMS, that is unfortunate. The Black Sheep herself will now maneuver to crest the hill and be impressive. That's what she does. She's good at it too. Hi, surprise, I've got a lot of firepower just for you. Oh, we managed to get him with the sensors. Bad damage is like quite badly too, so we should be able to run flatline and have a fairly decent chance of actually breaking him. Ooh, the Apollo getting hit. 3 hits from AMS. You know, if he hadn't actually managed to shoot down any of those, we probably would have made him unsteady this round. That would have been really cool. I don't quite know where we're going. Oh, we're going right down the road. Okay, there's going to be a second launch in a very short period of time, so we're going to want to clean these guys up soon. We are dealing with a lot of problems at this moment, so hopefully the enemy will not be able to knock us off our kilter? Kilter's the right word. Alright, flatline. You're still using the mask. How are you? 10%? Well, we gotta make it work, so just get up behind here. I want to make sure that he does not exist much longer. Grim Reaper, goodbye! Hopefully. Censored for your convenience. Ooh, wow. Oh, the Artemis ammo exploded. I was like, wait a second, I only showed that we tore off half the mech, and I was a little bit concerned, and then the whole thing blew up, so that was a bit of a thing. I definitely got to turn off his mask this round. More fire coming down. He is... Oh, yeah, she is now unsteady. Yep, we have lost our evasion. Hopefully you will move quickly enough so that you can, you know, maneuver into a good fighting position. 19, I think that'll beat it.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, actually no, it's Apex. Apex is always first because Apex is way cooler than all of you and you all know it. You're getting trimmed, you're not so much, so I'm going to keep focusing on you because you've got a very nasty missile armament. Oh good, we managed to hit him with 3 of the 4 shots that we fired at him, and the one that missed was a small laser. And our Owens is sort of stumbling along. He is entrenched, but he's not particularly quick, which is a little concerning. Hi, I'm going to drag you into deadfire range. What'll that do? Oh, that'll do lovely, lovely things. Surprise! My name is Trebuchet, and we've been with this company for a very long time. CT is open, gyro crit, destroyed. Dude, you are unsteady, and you're about to die. I don't know if you know this yet, but you're probably going to be dead very soon. Yeah, let's give him a gift. PPC. And there goes his shoulder. So stability check has failed. Okay, he's not dead, but he doesn't have a CT. He doesn't have any CT armor. And he actually managed to shoot down more of our chaff countermeasures, so we don't have that working for us anymore. Cascade failure on the mech. Ammo explosion on the mech. Hi, you're shutting this off now, so I can have mask ready for later fights. That's pretty much it. You're also gonna stick with these guys? Yeah, you are. There's no way we'll get over there in time, so we may as well stick with them so that he can protect them properly and get it involved with anybody. He still has his Berserker ready to go, so that actually ended up working out. I was debating using it on the Grim Reaper, but it proved not to be necessary. Enemy turn, let's see what they're going to do with the one hoplite. Oh, actually, no, they also have the Apollo. I forgot about you. Got a melee attack coming from the hoplite, and he hit us for 30 damage. Our CT is getting a little bit weak, almost down to 50%, and the Apollo is going to stand. Apollo, don't. Get down. Please, just... I would like to steal most of your mech. But hey, that's my intention for most everything we run into. His pilot's going to maneuver very slightly, which clearly will cause us to be completely screwed with what sort of things we're aiming at. Back up to us. Apex! You're going to maneuver right behind this guy. Oh, you absolutely are. Hi. And that quite threw his armor, but it came pretty gosh darn close. More maneuvering coming from our support group.
I'm your spaniel.
Yeah, you are. So we've got a pretty decent amount of armor left there. I wonder if an Apollo has an XL engine. Let's find out. That's your left side, right? Yeah, your left side. So you'll have way more armor. No, you know what? Let's just turn you into Ash. Ooh, don't quite want to do that. So we need, of course, the dead fires for the additional damage and the additional missiles, but we do need to move so that we actually, you know, make sure he does not exist. So slightly over to the side. Hi. I think you're dead. Probably is going to tear out your CT. Oh, it did. And we lost Endosteel and an MML, but I'm fine with that. I was interested more in his stuff because I'm not really interested in stealing his mech. Black Sheep.
What can I do for you?
You're going to basically go head to head with a hoplite, and I hope that you can win.
Time to die.
Oh, you managed to hit him sensor impaired already, so we're working quite nicely there. So he's basically surrounded. Flatline is going to keep up with all of the people over here. So keep the sprint on going. We'll keep the whole convoy on the move. After all, we don't want them to get picked off, so we need to get them all sort of to the end of the road, and then all picked up before all hell breaks loose. Should start maneuvering most of our mechs over in this direction anyway. Oh, we're going to get punched again. You are an interesting customer. We're just going to maneuver behind him and blast him again because we're almost through the armor on several of his locations. Eck.
Will be done.
Pop me. Yes, puns. So let's go maneuver over here. We're going to not go swarm. We're going to go normals. And the reason why we're going to go normals is because I don't want to accidentally hit my friends, so normal makes it much more accurate. Because we've got thunder, we've got swarm, and we've got deadfire. So we wanted to make sure that everybody was going to be just fine. Keep the sprinting going. Let's get up to the front. I want to be wherever the enemy shows up, and I kind of think they're going to show up down here. So it might be a good idea just to sprint down in this direction, but we're not going to be able to hit them on the first turn anyway. So that'll be fine. Hi. It's just, I think I'm going to win this fight with you. I'm not positive. I got your CT from behind exposed, so I hope you're about to have a bad day. More target acquiring going on. Hunchback's on the move. It's up to him. Okay, what's the hoplite going to do? Are you going to maneuver back here again and try and punch me? Or are you going to face the Disco Hawk like a man? No, you're going to maneuver behind me and punch me again. Because that's been working so... To be fair, it has been actually working for him. But it's getting to be a little bit irritating, buddy. I don't want to be over here for much longer. Because my main concern at this point is not being close enough to protect the convoy. So I'm probably going to keep... Ooh, you really needed to hit that. We got to hit it, so that works. I'm probably going to start maneuvering Eck down south so that Eck can take care of everything. Maneuver you over in here. Keep the sprint going on because I do think the enemy's actually going to show up over here. No guarantees on that, but that is my expectation. And he didn't quite get on the target. That's actually good. That'll allow us to sort of mess with the enemy for a little bit longer. In a marsh, less stability damage will be taken. Yeah, we'll maneuver there. 99 once. Can we break something on this mech, please? Jeez. Can you get behind this mech? Because that would be really helpful. Oh, you can. Lovely. Hi. Bye? Unfortunately we hit the leg with that. But we did tear off part of the mech. And ammunition explosions. And he's lost his evasion, which is going to slow him down. So I don't think he can get to our backline anymore. So we got that going for us. Continue the progress with the convoy. We'll sprint across the way. Yes, we're getting in their way a little bit. They will learn to get over it. Or, you know, they'll go super slowly through the forest. That can happen too. Alright, on to you. It's the bottom of the initiative. He's going to jump. Well, if he had that ability, I'm kind of surprised you hadn't been using it. Alright, Apex.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, you're just gonna get behind him, right? Oh, you can? Lovely.
On my way.
Hi. I think I've got you.
Firm.
Oh, yes. The hoplite is dead. So I've taken care of the first group. Now we gotta wait for the second group, which I do believe is going to spawn down here. We've got to get all of our mechs over there as soon as possible. So let's maneuver around over here. Maybe probably shouldn't move too far away from the road. He is fairly fast with mask engaged. We can probably get to them in time. I totally blocked your road, didn't I? I'm sorry about that. Please continue. You're sort of delaying the entire everything that we're doing. So let's get back on the move. We'll be able to shed our heat problems. Not the stability though, because we do have to sprint every single turn. And are you going to step on? No, you moved one tile and then just decided to hold still. I'm actually going to run back here, just in case. I don't want to accidentally be in the wrong location at the wrong time. But the enemy does get to sort of show up and spawn, which is kind of bold, but whatever. Let's keep moving. Lots of evasion. The crab has been dented quite badly, though. Got hit quite a few times. The Asura on the roll. Eck, yeah, you're just, you're going to maneuver over here. Because we're going to try and get the convoy once again back together. I mean, if the Owens moves onto the location, then that's another thing entirely. But if we can, we'd like to get the entirety of the convoy once again formed back up before they all step on. That way they'll be off the map by the time the enemy actually fights. And if you can make sure that the enemy's not actually fighting you, well, you can, well, not destroying the very expensive cargo, then you can get a lot done. Alright, so we've mostly caught up with the convoy once again with most of our mechs. I do need to walk at least once with the Disco Hawk just to shed that stability problem we have a little bit of. This will probably trigger the Owens, but we should be okay. Allied turn, let's see what they want. So they're going to continue to move, Black Sheep.
I hear ya.
Yep, you're going to walk this round. Strip the last of your stability damage, and you are braced. Flatline is basically ready to go.
Good to go.
Good.
On my way.
And brace. Alright, are we ready to rock? Nope, still waiting. Back up to phase 23. Jeez.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. It could be that they just don't show up. I mean, I doubt it, but there is always that chance.
Heading out.
So it would be, you know, nice if that were to happen. And we can't spawn too far past here, right? Yeah, that's the edge of the map. So it's either over here or over here. I kind of think it'll be over there, but no guarantees.
What can I do for you?
They are often rarely are in life. But we'll keep the entirety of the convoy route sort of protected. Owens will trigger. Alright, the enemy is now dropping in, and... oh, they're dropping from over here. So good thing we brought everyone back together. We got a Griffin 2NB. That's 55-tonner. How about over here? Anything? Nothing as of yet. Okay, Apex.
Aye, aye.
Not too close. The goal was not to get close. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's getting dumb. And a Clint. So we've got a Clint, we've got a Griffin, and we've got a Wolverine. Terrible accuracy on most of these people. May as well fire on the Wolverine. Open fire!
Roger that.
Of course they showed up right on Darius's cue. He's the one currently orchestrating the assault.
Failed to
He's
connect.
trying to get us all killed. Alright, so the Hunchback continuing its roll. It's almost on target. It's going to take him a little while.
I'm ready.
Oh, what I can do with Ek, actually, is rather interesting. You see, we have these things called Thunder LRMs, which we normally don't have much of a use for, but hey, in this sort of situation, hi, anywhere around you, I can mine. Lovely. The heat gauges are so long because there's currently an effort to rebalance the heat system. And by doing that, what they've currently done is they've increased the heat from 110 to 170. The intention is to change the heat system to be more in line with the extended heat table from Classic Tabletop. It's in Tactical Operations page 109, 40, something like that. It's in the Tactical Operations handbook. So the intention is to sort of bring that to the game so there's more varied heat effects, which, you know, is an interesting thing. But right now, the GUI is not designed to work with it. So as you can see, the heat gauges are stupidly long, despite the fact that they shouldn't have changed too much. At least that's the goal. Did they update the heat management? Yeah, so. Yeah, we'll put more Thunder LRMs on this Wolverine. So that's the last of our Thunders. We no longer have to worry about those exploding. A whole bunch of shots all around it, so he's been mined quite nicely.
I'm out of long range.
Hopefully he'll blow his legs off before he can actually get underway. That would, of course, be preferable. Flatline, you're going to start maneuvering your way over here, but you wouldn't have been... ooh, we got another mech. Griffin and a Bushwhacker. Okay, I'd love to steal a Bushwhacker. That'd be lovely.
Commander.
And Apex. Shoot and scoot? Yeah, shoot and scoot. So give me a target on that Wolverine again. Hey, we actually hit him with this time, so he has been taking a little bit of damage, and we'll pull back a little bit so that we've got some cover. This, of course, however, puts the Trebuchet up front, which is a little bit dangerous, but I'm going to deal with it as it comes. Maneuver over in this direction. Yes, we're going to avoid the Bushwhacker a little bit, or maybe that's not possible. Huh, it's not possible. So yeah, okay, we'll crest the hill. We may as well. Hi, I've got a 4% chance. Hey, we hit him. Nice job there, Black Sheep. 4%. She still managed to nail. Only did 15 damage because the way that Stumpnose PPCs work, and they reduce the amount of damage that they can deal out to resistance. But hey, that works. All right, the enemy is not quite into, or the friendlies are not quite into the zone. And in fact, they're going to require a little bit more babysitting. A lot more babysitting, but I don't have time to play with you anymore. All right, Ek.
Yes, Commander.
Have you guys just been sitting there not doing anything? I think they have. I'm a little confused. Give me swarms. Okay. Turn that on. It's an 86% chance, so yeah, they're not moving. Okay, fire.
Got it, Commander.
Give them some swarm love. Now, this does, of course, have a chance of breaking a couple of things, I believe, but we're going to shoot and back off and see how they want to respond. Their response is somebody may move, or if you just stand there, I'm okay with this. Don't think that you're going to put me off if you actually move. I'm fully on board with this. It is a little weird, though, that they're just going to sit there. Who do you think will move first, or will they just get confused as to what's going on in this entirety? Nope, they're going to move. Oh, wow, did they move. Look at that jump. Jeez. Black Sheep, I've got a target for you. Yeah, this ought to be interesting. Take the shot without moving to give yourself the best possible chance. Shoot! Okay, so she was a little bit surprised, and she didn't quite hit him with the full blast of everything that she can manage, but, you know, shoot and scoot, pull back. They can see us now. Flatline. Make it go away? I don't have a whole heck of a lot of options, unfortunately. So, do we... Juggernaut... Oh, wait a second. Oh, you don't! Ooh, I thought you had Berserker. You do not. 47%. We missed. By 42%! Wow, that's pretty impressive. We rolled basically a 0. Alright, so we did not manage to touch the Griffin 2B, so he is going to be able to do whatever he likes. I can, however, maneuver the crab sort of forward. Yeah. I do want to shoot at him. I mean, they're just been sitting there. It's too good of an opportunity not to. Maybe I should have been ignoring him. After all, the Wolverine has just been tanking fire. The more fire he tanks, the more weak he becomes, and eventually he will die. Allied phase. Allied will do nothing because they're kind of stuck. They don't know what to do. They're trapped in such a small area. What do? Bushwhackers coming forward, as bushwhackers often do. Apparently the bushwhacker... Oh, never mind. Okay, so we've got to do something about that because the bushwhacker is hurting mechs that do not have armor. And the more they do that, well, we may die. So I need to get a mech back over there. Or, you know, steal the attention of the bushwhacker, who also has a stupidly long heat bar. What you gonna do, enemy? What's your plan? You've got 2 more mechs to figure out. Although, maybe... Nope, the Clint's gonna move. I was about to say maybe they're confused by the thunder ammo, but they have finally figured it out. Sort of. I'm perfectly happy to let him think the fight is over in that direction. Just the Wolverine now, so we're waiting for him to decide what it is he wants to do. He's gonna run through. Took 24 damage from the minefield, so basically a medium laser to the legs. Not terrible at all. Flatline. Do you want another chance at this? It's a 67. Or, you know, you could sprint all the way over to the bushwhacker and maybe kill it. Because, you know, you have that ability. Okay, so let's reset. Can you get there? Oh, you can. Lovely. Hi, I'd like to hit your side without getting shot in the back by a Wolverine. 6R Wolverine is a large laser, 2 mediums? 3 mediums? How much armor in the back you got? Not that much. Also, the Clint would no doubt shoot us as well. You know what? I think... The difference is an 87 or an 87. Okay, never. Well, it's the positioning that I care about. Because if I hit his side torso, then he's gone. Because he's a bushwhacker. Yeah, we'll risk it. Hi, surprise. I'm right here next to you. Flatline. We need to talk. Well, that was great. Okay, on to the next target. Ally turn, enemy phase. Who's gets? Well, it's going to be the Griffin, isn't it? It could be the Clint, I suppose. Yeah, tier 21, the Griffin will maneuver next, and maybe be able to get on top of us. Well, he is already on top of us. Maybe he'll jump for somebody. Yes, he hit the XL engine by coring out the entire mech, thus robbing me of 4 parts of salvage, and instead I get 1. So that's lovely. Also, any sort of cool CT stuff he might have had. It was a X2, so he's got a LB5 and a bunch of missiles. We gotta talk to Flatline, because Flatline is too zeroed in on hitting someone in the center torso. If we're fighting an XL, we'd like you to not hit that XL. Also, the other fun thing about that is the chance that he had to hit the CT, I believe, is less than the chance that he had to hit the side torso. Oh, he's not an ace pilot? Are you for real? That was your plan? Okay. He's not an ace pilot, everybody. Give me dead fires, please. Thank you. He just stood there and fired. Okay, fire. Now he is a 2MB, which makes him a Royal Griffin. So if we steal this, we'll have Royal heatsinks, which are really cool for those of you who are unaware. I do think, though, he has an XL engine, so that requires us to use a certain amount of finesse in attempting to capture this mech. Yes, that's the angle I want. Hi, I'm being jammed by your ECM, aren't I? Fire lots more. Penetrating hit. Okay, so he's exposed. Now I just need the Disco Hawk to light him up. So Disco Hawk, a little bit more speed so I can see the side. Ooh, did I just screw myself out of a side angle shot? I did. 61s. How about if you just walked into him? I mean, it's going to be the same. Yeah, so a little bit lighter. So, ooh, very nice.
Here we go.
Core outside, torso, please. No, no. We did get a knockdown, so that'll be easy. I believe so. He's got the twin rocket launcher packs. So he's got the twin heavy missile launcher shoulder pylons. So that looks to be an SLDF one. So the Griffin 2NB? I think that's the Starleague Arrow one. Fairly positive. But yeah, it's the Rumblers who have the who actually got an SLDF Griffin. It was one of the last times that we rolled with the old system to see what sort of random mech we would get. And we got a Wolverine 6R and a Griffin 2NB. Alright, so this Griffin is mostly dealt with. The Wolverine, I was expecting you to shoot me in the back. Will you do so? You will not. You have decided that protecting the Griffin is a good idea, and I have to applaud you. That is a very good idea, but I don't think this is going to go quite the way you think it will. Flatline!
Ready for orders.
Mask off, please. Yes, turn off the mask. Into your back. It's a Wolverine. I kind of do want to stay with a Wolverine, but do I want to save it that much? Nah.
Confirmed.
Hi. And yeah, that one he hit the torso, and you can tell because if he had just hit the CT, it would have just only cored out the CT. But no, he did his job there. It's just that he's dealing 260 damage, and that adds up pretty gosh darn quick. You have shoot and scoot, so that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to focus all your fire right here. Needle perfect. Hey, needle perfect. Is that dead?
Target's taking a critical hit.
It was not. So you did not have an XL engine. That is unfortunate. So we'll maneuver back over here, the whole shoot and scoot sort of deal. The Black Sheep, you are of course close enough to this mech. Should go for the legs then, I suppose. And rip off the legs, right? Yeah, let's do that. And red, already patchwork materials have been destroyed. And of course, the Black Sheep herself does indeed have shoot and scoot, so she shall do exactly that. Pop back over here. Ek will be the last one. Ek also has shoot and scoot because that's what you need to have if you're on the A team. And you're going to shoot it. That's a bit of a problem. Shoot at that leg, sure, why not? How much is left in it? Much less than what the dead fires are going to dish out. But fire. It'll spread over the mech. Maybe we'll get lucky. No, we did not get lucky. We just completely cored it out. We'll get a part from there.
Salvage that.
It's been an interesting mission so far. I mean, we've had some where we kind of messed it out a little bit, but then there have been other times where the game has really sort of been trying to punish me. I'm not quite sure why. All right, Clint, what you gonna do? You're the last one left. Come on, you can do it. Be brave. Okay, or you could run away like a pansy. All right, so Ek is gonna go back with the convoy, and we'll run Apex on forward. In fact, we run Apex on forward. How about we super run Apex on forward? Mask to active. Hot rod to active. We can be anywhere and anyone and anything at any time. This is the fastest crab we have ever designed. So you got a pair of... You're paring down the loot table? Yeah, that's one way to look at it, I suppose. Zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Hello. Oh, wow, you have a lot of energy weapons. So, you got a light engine, though. Ooh, I want to take your light engine intact. There's no way I'm going to take that light engine intact. No way at all. Light engines are the best engine. But unless we either headshot him or knock off his legs, that's not going to happen. And with, you know, Flatline maneuvering into position, that is not going to happen. Flatline is going to break everything and everybody. Okay, we're about to get blasted by a lot of energy. Lucky for us, we are stacking up all the evasion just because of how much distance we had to cover. You seriously put your back towards everybody.
Waiting for orders.
Well, Ek, he invited you.
I'm walking here.
Okay, so I want normals. Haha, we still have normals. Kill him.
Confirmed.
Yeah, that was exactly what we were anticipating.
Next destroyed.
Okay, so the entirety of the enemy has been defeated. So now we just need to get up on top of the enemy, or the friendlies, and tell them that they need to do things. So turn the mask on, just to sort of get us there a little bit quicker. Because we have a lot of ground to cover and only so much time. Zoom.
Copy that.
Get everyone besides Flatline and have them punch him till he checks. Yeah, we could have done that. The thing is, I didn't want to risk taking too much damage because that mech actually is pretty decently armed. So if we had done something like that, we would be looking at a chance of, you know, blowing off pieces of our mechs, and I do not want to risk that. At least not right now.
Commander.
What do you got? We will... Yeah, I'm not going to risk this. There's no point to risking it. The mission is over. Turn off all of the things and just sprint under your normal speed, which, to be fair, is quite quick. And down with that. And Ek.
Receiving you.
Ek will, of course, run slowly because he is in a trebuchet.
Onward.
And chill out. Oh, I only walked with that one, apparently. Flatline. How long until you're 10%? Yeah, shut it off. It's not worth the risk. Also, we're going to be right there. Hi, guys. You can go now. So tempted to just, like, kill one of these guys to steal their mech. Oh, great. They're all stuck behind each other.
Awaiting orders.
This is lovely. Alright, everybody, get up here. Make sure that they know that they can move.
Here we go.
We're here to give them moral support. There we go. Okay, the Asura's moved in.
Commander.
They need to know that we can see them and we can support them. And eventually, after they achieve whatever validation that they need, they can get into that gosh darn dropship and get the heck on out of here. You guys are holding back me making money. And brace.
Hunkering down.
Okay, so now we're waiting for the Hunchback, and now we're just waiting for the Centurion. Once we get the Centurion on out of here, we can ignore everything.
Commander.
So brace.
Copy that.
Flatline can brace. The Black Sheep can brace.
Good for
And
now.
Ek
Pulling
can
out.
brace. And now just one Centurion. You can do it. Oh, the Hunchback too, I suppose. And here he comes! Did you... Buddy, you got a problem.
Aye, aye.
So we had to wait one tile away, so there is that. And now we gotta wait for it to cycle all the way around to the back again. So there's that. Yep, one hex off. He couldn't make it, and the game couldn't read that everybody on the map has been killed except for the friendly, so therefore you should gift us the win. Although I suppose with the introduction of mines, that's not quite as a guarantee as it used to be. Hey, we did it!
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yay! Everybody cheer. Mr. Centurion was finally able to actually get out of here. Okay, you're all done. Goodbye. Thank you. Yes, come land, pick us up. We have a couple of pieces of salvage to pick up because, you know, Flatline killed the mech that we wanted to steal. But hey, I'm not salty at all about that. Okay, it's the Bushwhacker, so I am. So, alright, let's see what it is that we're actually going to manage to get our hands on. I'm looking to get my greedy little paws on some cool tech, although we did manage to blow out some really cool tech as well, unfortunately, with very large axes. 352,380 C-bills, and the Chin Islands, or whatever they are, do not like us. We don't really care. Hatchmat picking up 4, the Trebuchet picking up 3, as to be expected. The Disco Hawk, again, picking up none. Kind of surprising, considering it's the heaviest thing we field. Okay, lots of stuff. There is a single Griffin part, which we already had a single Griffin 2B, so there's that working for us. An AC-10 Myrmidon, which is a plus for more recoil, or 1 more accuracy for an additional recoil, or several recoil. ERPPCs are always fun. I have none, so perhaps we will grab one of those. Zeus LRMs, X-Pulse lasers, Valiant SRMs, a Sheathed Beacon, don't mind if I do. And C3 Slaves, tons of basic cockpits, which just completely, totally clutter up the loot table now. I'm not happy about the fact that now the basic stuff can show up, but hey, whatever. Got another Rainmaker fire control system. Oh, I don't have even one of them. Do I really need it? Maybe. We do use a lot of missile mechs. Prototype double heat sinks to the max. I wonder what this came out of. Oh, this probably came out of the Grim Reaper. Sensor tracker, weapon mount plus plus, because we ran into a second Grim Reaper. Sensor tracker is really nice, actually. So, a whole bunch of slugs, and other things. Okay, is there anything else that we need? You can tell just how much we actually cored out in this mission. It's kind of painful, actually. Improved, plus, ballistics. No, none of this. None of this is useful to me. Tags. MMLs I don't really care for. Yeah, it's a lot of clutter. It really is. Do I want to grab one of these? No. Got the 2MB part, I don't need any of the others. Got the Apollo, 2 parts of the Centurion, a part of the Hoplite, and the Wolverine. So the only thing we left on the field was 2 parts of a Centurion, which apparently, you know, were a thing. The Bushwhacker part, which is a bit of a shame, but we always get, well, not always, we generally try and get Bushwhackers anyway. So I suppose we should mix it up a little bit. The weapon mount alone kind of made this sort of worth it. We can build something, I'm just not sure what. Although if I completely re-rig certain mechs, I might be able to do some interesting things. By completely re-rig certain mechs, I mean taking that trebuchet and ripping off everything and putting it in for repairs for another month. But we're already waiting on one mech anyway, with a whole bunch of missile launchers. Oh yeah, well, that's what we put the clan LRM-20s inside of the Hunchback, the Downpour. Yes, I remember now. That Downpour is designed to kill everything, hopefully. Of course, it's still another month away from being able to actually be fieldable, but details. We were able to accomplish a mission a little bit more difficult than I otherwise was anticipating. I didn't quite see us as being able to jump an entire skull up on the difficulty chart, so we will probably be moving on sometime soon. After all, the missions are getting a bit stale here. Actually, we're running out of missions, unfortunately. We keep on accomplishing them all, and now, well, we need to move on. Probably not right now. We've got a few more missions we can take. Just sort of clean things up, make a little bit of cash, have a little bit of fun with it. 21,339 for the next 7 days. Okay, that is a requirement that we can't quite get around. And who got the worst of it? Disco Hawk, Trebuchet, and the... Jeez, what is up with this crab? Oh, I know what's up with this crab. I think I have an idea. It's weird, but I think I have an idea. Put the Hatchman up top. Have that done. 6 days for that. But he's going to be out of the fight for the next time. So, quick check of the mech bay. Because components no longer combine themselves. So in a day, we'll be able to field another B-Team Lance. Storage, hi. Light mechs, we have 3 Raven parts, and that's it. We've got... Ooh, I just realized. Aha! If we pick up 2 more Urban Mech parts, we can get an Arrow 4 Urban Mech. There's some, but it shouldn't be that bad. Like, the crab, for some reason... Well, the crab did take a lot of damage, so I am being a little bit harsh to the mech. Yeah, we are actually 2 Urban Mech parts away from being able to build an Arrow 4 Urby, which would give us a chance of getting an Arrow 4, which is an amazing piece of artillery that I really kind of want to get my hands on. We have nothing in the light category aside from that we can really use. So, mediums, what do we got? Hoplites, way too much information on that screen. Restricted... Oh, so apparently the CN-11 is an Omni-Mech. Huh. That's interesting. The Apollo is nothing. The Wolverine, I have 2 other Wolverines that I can combine with. Is that enough to build it? Let's go see if we can't hunt down this Wolverine. 1 part for that, 1 part for that. So we got 3 Wolverine parts. So 1 more Wolverine and we get to build it. You've got nothing. You are... Oh, the Gemji is now apparently compatible with the Crab 30. Huh, that's interesting. The Mad Cat, we have nothing for. No. This is a Wolverine. We are 2 parts on a Griffin 2 MB. Yeah, so this is the Starlink model, so if we run into a couple more Griffins, we can probably build it. Grim Reaper, of course, who is just running into way too many of those. Yeah, so apparently the Gemji is just compatible with other crabs. That is weird, considering the Gemji used to be an amazing melee monster, at least from what I remember it. And then we've got 3 parts to an Uziel. So, can't quite build them yet, but we're working on it. Soon. Soon we will do such a thing. And the Gauntlet is in its own category. Alright, do we need to make any changes to our mechs? The Trebuchet honestly could use a little bit of work. And I do have a lot of equipment for it now. But I think that this Trebuchet has limited positions for its launchers. Yeah, it's only got 2 of them, and one's in the chest, which is very unfortunate. Oh, I know why this thing's so gosh darn heavy. The heat sinks. Right, we need a double heatsink kit, don't we? Oh, no, we have one. So why did we go in there? Oh, because we didn't have it at the time. Let's go see about lightening the load on this thing a bit by pulling off all of these heatsinks. See how much tonnage we can get back just by doing that. And there. What's our current heat setup? 60 for 62. That's not terrible. Do I have any double heatsinks? How do you balance the need to field mechs with advanced equipment for effectiveness when the fact that the medium mechs with their weaker armor are prone to losing said kit in battle? You move at very high speeds. That's my solution, is if you're... I tend to cram it all on my mechs anyway, understanding that, yeah, it's going to get shot at, and you're going to lose parts. But that's okay. You want to just put as much as you can on a mech, so that it will be the most effective version that it can be, because by doing that, you allow yourself to deal enough damage to just break everybody. Yeah, and Nathan's right, full armor. Full armor is also the other secret to this game. I mean, there's a reason why this mech is so kitted out like this. Alright, so we got 3 weapon mounts. Are you kidding me? I love it. I am just so happy. Weapon mounts are amazing pieces of kit. Unfortunately, this mech can't... Well, I suppose if I put like a... Ooh, it affects all arm accuracy. Huh. That would be nice. Oh, that would be very nice. I do, of course, want to up that to an SRM-6 at the very least. Because that would be fun. Yes, you are no longer that. You are that. That does, of course, require me to have another ton of SRM ammo, as we kind of need it. And then, do I have enough for a case? Not that, but that. Do I have a case? That's the real question, actually. I have a case, just not a special case. I'm going to put the case over here with the ammo, and the reason why I've done that is because normal case just prevents the damage from spreading. It doesn't reduce it any. So, if this ammo explodes, it's still blowing off this entire torso and this arm. A case Mark II would reduce the damage dealt to this torso to 3 damage, so that helps. So if I had the ammo in the case over here, I would be risking the weapon mount every single time. But now that we've done that, let's go see what sort of energy weapons I can put on this thing. I can actually put an ERPPC on this thing. Because I have one. Because I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it, but... That's just lovely things to my heat sinking. So that gives us 0.31 tons remaining. So give me back that 0.25 ton thing there. Yes. So I have a half a ton remaining, which I can do with stuff. If I had a case 2, I'd use that instead. I think this might be a mistake. First of all, the ranges on these weapons don't play well. SRMs want you to be super close. ERPPCs have super long range weapons. Yes, you can get close with an ERPPC, but if I were doing that, I would pick up a snub, which unfortunately we did not steal from that one mission because we blew the snub completely apart. I have a single clan ER medium laser that would... I could throw just ER medium lasers on there. Work with the distance and power. The heat becomes a little bit of a problem. 83 for 60. I don't like riding the heat scale that high. I am one of those players who likes to be very conservative when it comes to things like that. Set stuff on fire? What with flamers? We're not going to do that. Flamers are not great, and they just became worse. This patch, while it is introducing they're working on introducing a whole new heat scale to go with it. As of right now, trying to overheat somebody and needing to deal 170 heat damage to them, the only way you're going to overheat anybody is with plasma rifles, if you mass plasma rifles. So we're not going to do that. So flamers, for the most part, are pretty useless now. They're really heavy, they only deal 10 heat, and in order to overheat somebody, you need 170 heat to actually shut them down. Yeah, flamers are kind of useless right now. So, eventually that'll change. Although, to be fair, we haven't really used a super flamer heavy mech since the Hellhound way back during Star Wars Starter Car. I really don't think I want to do this. I don't want to invest a double heatsink kit into it. Is there a reason for me not to, though? That's the other question. Because if you've got a double heatsink kit and you have nothing better to do with it, you may as well. That may be the way to go. Double heatsink kit. I just don't know what to do with the firepower because I'm already kind of slot limited here. So I would get a lot of weight off of that. But would it be worth it? That's the real question. And this will also reduce our ability to field this mech again. Which, I suppose... What I need for this mech is MRMs. Which I don't believe I have. No, I've got MMLs. An interesting MMO. What do we have for support? How do you mean? Oh, support equipment? All kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, we've got a pirate snub. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I really kind of wanted to put it on the Hatchet Man, but I couldn't figure out how to fit it in there. That would be an interesting pickup. Okay, so what we need... What do we need? So we're going to give him the double heatsink kit. That is already set in stone. We're going to remove these patchwork materials. Because I don't want to have the patchwork materials on here. They are very dangerous to have. So get rid of all of that. We will probably keep this patchwork materials. But equipment, so heat, and give me a double heatsink kit. So that completely fixes his heat problem, and with the inclusion of an SRM-6 and an extra ton of ammo for that SRM-6, we've got a mech that can rock and roll. So this is a full-on mech ready to go with 5 tons missing. So effectively, we've got 9 tons to play with, because I can strip the medium lasers if we desire. We're limited on heavy weapons, or we're limited on missile weapons because we've got no slots for it. We got space for 2 supports. So what would we do with a support weapon? The PPC is enough weight, but it's super short range, and it's an automatic -1 accuracy. And at that day, I would want to throw on a weapon mount. So what's the range on this thing? So 360 to 550. So it does look like it's a standard snub, just with a -1 accuracy. Falls off at 35% starting distance. Huh. That works. Now, we are putting a lot of eggs in one basket. But I think that works. Spike Fist is 1.5 tons. I can't afford that. I've got half a ton. What can I do with half a ton? Support weapons. What do I got for half a ton in here? Not a C3 Master, that's 3 tons. Mining drills, 4 tons of plasma torches, like 3 tons. Fluid gun, no. Narc, no. Tag. Tag is even a full ton. Half a ton of SRM ammo, perhaps? Let's see if we got any special ammos for our SRMs. We got streaks. LRM Narc. No. How much is an MRM-10? Oh, no, it's an MRM, not an MLM. Or MML. 36 damage. Yeah, 6 tons, no. I mean, if we're just going to be half a ton underweight, gotta be something we can do. Oh, we can... Oh, medium laser. Or, not medium laser, small laser. Yeah, let's throw on a small laser. How's our current heat problems? Maybe we don't throw on a small laser, because it's going to overlap with a snub. I'd like to put another double heatsink on here. But I don't want to compromise the firepower in this. This is one heck of a punch. How much does the weapon mount weigh? I could do this, but that seems like insanity. I do not like that at all. So I'll throw a patchwork material on here. It gets us back up to the 6 tons we're missing, which is a bit unfortunate. We'll put it in the CT, because that's where it came from, or at least I hope it did. And then we'll go and we'll grab a double heatsink. Do I have one? I only have the kit, so that's not going to work. What do I get for a ton? A tag. That's what we get for a ton. Tag. There you are. There. So the heat efficiency is going down. We're going from 60 to 8, where we can sink 60, we take 88, so we're generating 28 heat per turn, which is huge. But... oh, we have more sensor systems. Oh, okay, that works. So we want an Energy++, we already have it. We have a comm suite on board, which is good. Fire control system Gauss, no thank you. But I will keep you in mind. Sheath beacon for the sensor? I'll keep him alive. Oh wait, no, not enough slots because I've already got the one in there. So we'll go sensor tracker for the increased accuracy. Yeah, I think that works, right? Yeah, that could work. I would like a little bit more heat dissipation, just because we've poured on a lot of heavy weapons now. Also, this entire right side is incredibly vulnerable, but I think that'll be the path we go into. So a fairly powerful upgrade in this mech. I mean, this is a fairly significant step up in firepower and what it can do. So we'll lock that in. It'll be 7 days. So we go up in firepower, we go down in heat efficiency, but we can manage heat efficiency. It's going to be a little bit more of a cooker than I'm normally used to. I didn't keep that second weapon mount in there, did I? I really hope not, because that would be really dumb. That would force me to cancel the whole thing. Okay, good. Alright, so we need to wait a couple of days in order to get our mechs back online. It'll be at least 1 day, so yeah, we'll get 3 mechs back. Let the clock tick, and stop. Well, 2 days went on, but hey, whatever. So we have most of our mechs back. The crab is still a long way off. Nothing for the headquarters to do. Yep, if we don't have 4 mechs, then there's not much we can do, unfortunately. So everybody should be good for now. Although, do you have a weapon mount? Because that would be... You do not. Do you have half a ton that I can rip off of you to put a weapon mount on you? Do you have the critical slots? That's the other big one. You have the critical slots. I believe I have a tier 2 Patrick materials. I do. So I can do that. And then that. Wait, what? Oh, it's based on mech tonnage. So going up to 55 tons makes it weigh an extra ton. So that's a little bit less great. Someday we'll make a Battletech RTS. I'm not sure how it would work. We'll dump a medium laser for it, because we're picking up a fairly significant amount of accuracy by doing this. So I feel that is worth it. Yeah, 1 day. Get the Disco Hawk back. Yes, the Disco Hawk is losing a little bit of firepower, but gaining a lot of accuracy, which could work out quite nicely. I have mechs, right? 4 mechs? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of them are lights, so we'll just limit ourselves to a lower level mission. And of course, we're bringing the B team, so we're going to be limiting ourselves to a lower level mission anyway. So, forward observers is a straight up battle. Yeah, I'll grab that. 1 skull against the Hanseatic lead? The Hanseatic lead. Grab for parts. Because more stuff. Hi, go away, A-Team. You're currently not invited on this mission. Sorry, I know that's rude, but you're not coming with us. Arbiter and the Rapier. Bronzite. Bronzite, you shall drive, I suppose that. And Popo is in the Arbiter. Sumo is in the Hatchetman. And Succubus is moving away from her crab and into the Trebuchet. Interesting. Mostly because her crab is in the shop again. Maybe it's the pirate engine and, everything else. But they didn't actually manage to penetrate the armor, so that kind of bugs me. What happened to major houses? They dislike you so much they won't offer you missions. Your missions are determined based on where you are. So the great houses need to be on the planet that you're looking to take missions from. So, I mean, there was a mission being offered by Steiner right there, so they were there as well. Comstar also is going to be there. We can just sort of handle things as they come. So we're going to dropping the B team once again down on top of the enemy. It's not Battletech, but Supreme Commander has lots of mechs. I never could quite get into Supreme Commander. I'm not sure why. Everybody else seemed to have a lot of fun with it, but not quite me. I like very niche games, it seems. This, Starfleet Command, I mean, these are not super popular games anymore. Although, I suppose this is actually this is doing fairly well. So, especially because it got bought by Paradox, and Paradox does games quite nicely. So, only through 13 priority salvage, but I'm kind of hoping that we run into something interesting. Maybe I can try and get a lucky headshot or something. And we are also bringing a mech that can deal 260 damage into a single target location. So, that kind of balances things. Have that Starfleet Command 2, Planetary Annihilation. Ah, yes, Planetary Annihilation, way back. So we're going to hopefully manage to run into a couple of more high-tech things. The first lance should be a light lance, and then the second lance in forward observers generally is something a little bit tougher. With any luck, it won't be vehicles. I'm a little bit done with vehicles at the moment because we'd like to get stuff. Also, this will be Bronzite's first opportunity to demonstrate his capabilities, and we'll be able to see exactly what he can do. Alright, enemy scout lines. Oh, it's the road again. Ugh. Pop up. It is time to move. As fast as you can. Don't worry about being shot on the first turn. They can't hit you anyway. So you may as well just get underway.
Commander.
Sumo will follow up as fast as he can in his, well, slower Hatchetman.
On my way. Double.
Really tempted to remove something in order to give him a supercharger so I can stack a supercharger and a mask on top of each other. That is what dreams and fun are made of. Watching videos on PA, Planetary Annihilation, I see people building planetary engines and slam them into other planets. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why my friends really enjoyed it.
All right, let's see.
Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. There's a fan-maintained lobby client, FAF Forever. Oh, cool. It's always nice when the fans maintain older games. It keeps them going for a long period of time. Because the older games tend to have some really decent mechanics. Newer games, a lot of them tend to sort of fall flat on what they can do. Pop over here. Hi, we found the 4 mechs of the Lance. It's a Panther, it's a Rapier, a Stinger, and a Locust. So none of these are mechs that I care about at all. We will blow them apart. We could get an XL engine off the Rapier, or wait, no, the Rapier will have a pirate engine. Huh. Oh, the reinforcements showed up immediately. Okay, we got a cargo truck and a Saladin. The Saladin, of course, needs to die. The cargo truck also potentially needs to die, because the cargo truck can have many things like, you know, suicide bombs, which are rather terrifying. The amount of damage they can deal is quite a lot. So we have Popo way out in front, and Succubus will be able to bring her LRMs to bear. Don't have a target. That is unfortunate, so we'll set up right there.
On my way. Double
Hi, if I wanted to try and kill the Saladin, I would be looking at 10%. Yeah, so fire the cargo truck. Standard munitions. I don't feel like wasting anything. Ooh, we got a couple of good hits on that cargo truck already. So cargo trucks don't have much armor anyway to begin with, so not terrible. We gotta wait for them to move so that we can then run into them and nail them. Turn 1 spawn protection, man. It can be rough. More laser fire coming in, so Arbiter managing to avoid every single shot thanks to Popo being a fairly decent driver and having really good equipment on it. Bronzite, time for you to rock and roll. Wasn't a huge fan of planetary operation, being able to pan the camera around the entire planet sounds cooler than it is. Ah, yes. Sometimes you run into problems like that, where the concept is really interesting and you don't quite nail it, or the execution didn't. What in the hell was that? So somebody's got a laser AMS, and that was a little bit ridiculous for just how big the pulses are. It looked like we were getting blasted at by large lasers. I don't quite think that's what they had in mind. Oh, Popo's going to reserve again. He's going to, or not Popo, but Sumo's going to reserve again. I want a couple of mechs to move up. Well, I want the Saladin to move up, hopefully within view distance, so I can run up and smash it with an axe. Getting shot at again. I don't... Ooh, they did actually manage to hit me quite nastily.
I'm under heavy fire.
Yes, you are. That is a problem that we're going to have to resolve very quickly. It was a Panther, apparently. Because I refuse to believe the Locust 1E can carry a heavy rifle. Or medium rifle. Stinger rolling around as well. Hi, Stinger. He's dual wielding. Didn't manage to connect us. Lovely. We can probably run around and blast that Stinger in the back. We might even be able to kill it. Because I don't think he moved all that far. But we'll find out rather shortly. Yep, more movement coming from the Rapier, which claims it's the Locust, but then it's using a Raven model, but it's also a pirate thing, so maybe that's sort of deliberate. It's weird. Cargo truck rolling forward, looking to try and get a little bit closer. But it is opening fire with cannons and rockets, so we do now figure that it is not a VBIED. Sumo is up again. Jeez, you're hurting me here that I gotta reserve so many times with Sumo in order to actually get down to the Saladin. Because he's going to now be affected in the next turn when he rolls for his initiative. He's going to take a massive penalty for having rolled so many, or having reserved so many times. What are they going to do? Saladin's on the roll. Saladin did not place himself in a position where we can shoot him. Okay, we can work with that, I suppose. Sprint? Yeah, that'll get him in a position to axe people next turn. I have 2 medium lasers. Die. Both of them missed. Pirate medium lasers, to be sure. Although they are ERs, so that does give him a little bit more flexibility. But really, they're there because they increase his damage by a flat 6, which is absurdly good. Rapier and just mess with him? I think so. Jump! Not quite as far as I was expecting. Okay, sprint. Yeah, that's a little bit more like it. So we are only getting 1 pip. That's 2 pips. I like 2 pips. That should work. So keep us maneuverable, keep us aggressive. And shoot him in the back, which he attempted to protect himself with all of those LAMS. Enemy is on the roll, only that the mech lab will be disappointing. Oh yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that I've heard too. Mech lab is going to be rather disappointing compared to what we were kind of hoping for. But hey, modders should be able to mod things, is one of the things that they've been kind of trying to say is like the saving grace of what's actually going on. Which, it's a specific approach that I'm not super happy about, that you expect modders to resolve all of your problems. But I suppose it makes a certain amount of sense. Let's see, who do I got the shot on? You're gonna get chopped, so that makes you the next target. The Locust, it might be able to break through him. He does have 4 weapons. And the Rapier I can't see. What do you got again? 2 medium lasers. Yeah, I don't care about you. Fire. Wow. First of all, the Lambs doesn't even have a target because I am behind cover. Second of all, that is absurdly good. 22 shots got just completely taken care of. Please don't crash. Okay, good. Locust running through. To be honest, if it weren't for modders, we would never RogueTech. Yeah, I know, but my point is you shouldn't rely on modders to finish your game. Battletech, at the end of the day, is a finished product. By taking away most of the
Yes, boss.
mech lab, you're really kind of making me wonder, did you actually create a finished product there? Locust, yeah, we're gonna blast that Locust. Actually, I'm probably not gonna be able to kill the Locust because that is getting ridiculous. Also, it's starting to trace, so we have a bit of a problem here. Yes, the constant ray beam. Locust, pirate, coming over here, opening fire on a hatchman because it's brilliant. I'll walk up and probably axe this rapier just to remove the chance of him being able to mess with me anymore. I only need to get a side hit. Okay, more shots coming his way, but the hatchman is nimble and evasive. Yes, we're looking at basically red dot sights for, well, laser red sights for everybody. It's clearly what's going on here. Where's that Saladin? I don't see you, so you're hiding off in a corner that I don't care about. I will deal with you later. Hey, the Stinger flying. You're not a lamb, right? No, you're 3G. Needs to upgrade to 4G, man. And a Wasp coming in from off in the distance. He'll also fire his medium lasers, and nobody really cares. Because at the end of the day, they're very light mechs. They're not particularly great at winning wars. I mean, being around, sure. Alright, Sumo, time to finally get on the roll. So let's go. Oh, are you already in range? No, you're not. Okay, so let's go turn on the mask. Maximize the speed out of this mech because it is very important for a melee mech to be able to actually get to people. Finish calculating. Lovely. Refresh. Hey, I'm going to be right on top of you, and you can't stop me. Oh, this is going to be lovely. I hope anyway. It's only an 81%, so there is a good chance. Nope, he's gone. Just gone. Goodbye. Blink. Alright, so we've dealt with that. We are guarded, but our back is now towards the enemy, which is a bit unfortunate. But we no longer have to deal with his gosh darn laser AMS system anymore. We can actually shoot at people with missiles and actually expect decent results. It's called the null pointer system. Boink. That was the plan. Hi, you're the Panther. You are remarkably dangerous, but I'm going to run into you anyway. Because maybe I can get a haywire on you. I don't think we got him at the haywire, but we did hit him with a couple of things. No, seriously, this is weird. They've been messing to try and make the laser AMS work better. I know the clan LAMS has been something that they've been struggling with a little bit, trying to get to actually fire when it's supposed to. With any luck, this is not the result of that, but please turn off the laser AMS. This is becoming ridiculous. Yes, I'm going to then come over here and I'm going to chop up your Panther. Didn't move all that far. Oh, and there goes all of them. Noise does the blue lightsaber make instead of blink? How about plink? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so we have taken out most of their heavies at this point. And by heavies, I mean a 32 for 35-ton mechs in a lance of, what, a couple more. Yeah, you can't touch me. You have nothing on me. Broadside.
How's it going?
Let's go not engage the Saladin, because the Saladin's going to be launching AC-20s at me, and that's going to be very painful to have to deal with when I finally have to deal with that. Of course, she might not be that version of the mech, and if that's the case, we'll be very happy. Ugh, the chances to hit are garbage. Fire it away! He's only a locust, what can he possibly do? So we already cut through that, so we're working quite nicely on him. Succubus,
Commander?
you're our only hope at this point. You need to just basically dead fire this guy into oblivion.
Affirmative.
We are on fire, of course, but we'll be fine.
Let's see.
Wow. Dead fire's maximum at point blank range. Still wasn't quite able to kill him. So we need to get a lot more work done. And the fire is about to spread. His mechs are the one with the force. Clearly. You can just walk through all of our fire without even looking. Looks like we actually got plinged on that one, or did it miss short? It's not really clear. It's not really a big deal either. Alright, here comes the Saladin. Let's all see what happens. You're within range to shoot an AC-20. I think you missed. I can't really tell because I don't know who we were shooting at, but I think you missed. So we'll maneuver somebody around there. Hopefully Sumo is not at the top, but number 2, so I don't have to, unfortunately, have to reserve him down to the bottom, because I do want him to try and hack and slash him. Wasp coming forward with his flamethrower, because he figured that was the perfect weapon to bring against anti-mech. And take care of the heat without any trouble at all. What do we got? Who is next? Who's next? Oh, it's the Stinger bouncing around, because the Stinger has decided that he doesn't need to bother with any sort of stability problems. That won't come back to bite him in the butt at all, ever. Okay, Popo. Popo is going to risk life and limb to get a shot on that Saladin. So that we can see it, so that we can run another mech on top of it and kill that Saladin. Oh, you already blew up your cannon! That really, really sucks to be you. So we never got to worry about it. He already managed to break his own systems.
Ready for orders.
So Sumo, you are masking, right? Yeah, turn that off. So we no longer are masking. And refresh. Only one we're in range with is a Stinger. This is the world's most unfortunate Stinger.
Location confirmed.
He has
Engage.
no longer existing. Yeah. Got a 120 rated engine. Interesting. 75% of the primary lance has been defeated. We haven't destroyed any of the support lance yet, or the reinforcements yet, but we're working on it, bit by bit. We need to, of course, not move through fire. That would be very helpful. So, move out over in this direction. Give me some swarm LRMs to work with, and give me someone to shoot at that's not high speed, low drag. Wasp? No. Locust, you're the one I want.
Everything I've got.
A couple of lasers, but more importantly, the swarm LRMs, which strike everybody around them. It's the little known single shot AC-20. Clearly. I can't believe he managed to blow it up so easily. And the Locust is going to get behind us, blast us with quite a bit of medium laser fire, but we're okay so far. Need more hatchmen. If we can find them, they're incredibly hard to get. Because most of the time, you're trying to kill them as fast as you possibly can, and that makes it a little bit difficult to salvage them intact. Locust, Pirate Locust. The Pirate Locust actually has some pretty nasty weapons. And he didn't move all that fast this round, did he? So let's just pop over here and butcher this Locust. We are still dealing with heat problems? Really? Why? 8.3 chance of an ammo explosion. I am not dealing with that. Wow, I gotta shut off almost everything, so we may not kill him this round. We came really close, but we did not actually kill him with a single SRM-6. If I had fired 2 SRM-6s, he would have killed him, for sure. Alright, so this Locust is mostly dead. But yeah, getting other hatchet men is not easy. Getting melee mechs in general is not easy because you want to kill them quickly, which means just focusing as much damage as possible. Wow, you are surprisingly effective, and a lot of heat got put on me. 42, jeez. We're trying to take control of our heat problems here? Not be controlled by them? And that's a light rifle, I assume. Not all that worried about it. And the Saladin, of course, with his cannon that does not work. You coward. As you know, he's being incredibly brave. He's the bravest man out here, just rushing forward into the enemy despite not having a single gun left. Maybe he expects that he can open the hatch and start throwing AC-20 shells at us. You know, that might actually work. The conclusion that most people have come to about autocannons in the Battletech world is most of them are high explosive anti-tank, which means they don't actually need to be traveling fast. The anti-tank part is internal to the shell when it explodes. Yeah, you're gonna go kill this Pirate Locust, because this Pirate Locust is scary with the amount of damage that he can deal. So, rushing over here. Hi. Bye. So I carries an extra ton in the cargo truck. Yep. 81%. We gotta get him more skill.
Target eliminated.
But he is gonna clearly have the most amount of kills of anybody in this mission. Get behind this Locust. Hi, you're dead. You're just dead. Not you. Well, eventually, but this guy first. And the only thing left of that Locust is 2 little legs and a head. And then we need to take on a cargo truck. And then we can circle back. Oh, who? Cargo truck and... Oh yeah, the Wasp! How could I forget? I feel so bad about that. Swarm LRMs and turn off those... Nope, turn off the bad one. And kill. Maybe not. It might have killed him if we had actually hit, you know, one of his side armor plates instead of the turret with the medium laser. Because it's quite good at punching holes through things. And the cargo truck moving up. Managing to hit. This rapier is going to be in repair for at least 3 days. And he's unsteady.
Standing by.
Yeah, I want you to murder face somebody, but it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to do since you gained a ton of heat last round. Can I do anything here? No, I can't. Once again, I am just fully restricted to not be able to do much. Set him. Make him no longer evasive. There we go. He's unsteady. Unfortunately, he was also the last one to go, so he gets to move again for free. And he'll jump. He'll jump. More fire. 10 heat. Heat is critical on the trebuchet, but the trebuchet doesn't care because it's got more than enough heat dissipation. Things will be fine. Saladin has unjammed its AC-20. Okay, it needs to die.
Aye, aye.
Hi. Oh, no. Whoops. Sumo, kill it. 99-1.
Move order.
Yeah, that needs to die now.
Put my way.
There we go. And we got the autocannon out of it. Lovely. So we fired one shot, jammed it, unjammed it, and then we came in and crushed him.
One more.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
Aye, aye.
You want to maneuver to basically kill the truck, because that wasp is ignorable. I mean, he's got some heat generation, which is a little bit irritating.
On the move.
Dead fires, please. There we go. Hi. Bye.
Engaging target.
See? Gone. All taken care of. Evasive target destroyed. I don't know if that gives me something special, but... Alright, it's just a wasp. Wasps are not particularly, robust. That's the word I'm looking for. All the weapons can turn back on. Yes, we'll cook it, because it's just a wasp, but if I get lucky, I might be able to kill him. I stripped all the way his aft armor, so that might work out a little bit.
Heavy damage. It's getting hot in
And
here.
he's cooking. Alright, Wasp gets to bounce around, do something aggressive and special, hurt somebody, hopefully not too badly, and then we'll kill him next round. Because, you know, the Hatchetman will be up again.
Watch the flank.
Yeah, rear attack, and doesn't look like a penetrator, so we're good. Yeah, you're done. Even if you're outside of the range of what you think that Hatchetman can run,
Waiting for orders.
he can get you. 86. Yeah, we'll roll it. I could have turned out of the mask to try and get behind him, but we're perfectly good with that one. Alright, so a mostly useless mission, but hey, we can take them when we can get them. Also, it's good for experience for the B team, especially for Bronzite, who is brand new. So we need to give him a little bit more experience with actually operating in the whole lance, so that he can actually get more abilities, because he's really low. It's a problem. Alright, let's see how much we actually made from this one. It shouldn't be all that much cash. We did, after all, take it for full salvage. Although... no, I don't anticipate any major bonuses, because it requires us to kill the entire lance. Well, both lances. So, we're probably not going to make anything extra. It's going to be super cheap. Will we be able to afford to drop cost? Yes, we did. So we did make enough... Oh, we did get a 20% increase for destroying the reinforcements. Huh. Does that mean I can leave without any penalty? Yeah, that makes sense. And picking up a little bit of experience across the board. Let's go see what stuff we can steal. So, I'm tempted to grab that because it's the heaviest thing. Arc welder. I don't know what it's going to do. Laser AMS. Don't know. A whole bunch of cockpit basics, internal combustion engines, fire control system, machine gun. Eventually I may be able to machine gun mech. Heat sinks, lots of heat sinks, more jump jets. Hey, that made this whole mission worth it. Okay, thank you. Arc welder, go away. I don't need you. We're grabbing the pirate targeting system. It's weird that one of the best weapons in the game is a pirate fire control system. Oh yeah, I forgot. Rapiers are just massive, massive stockpiles of good kit. And apparently now they give you laser AMS pirates. What is the pirate thing about this? There's a lambs from a Wolfhound 1X, but they slapped an APDS tracking system in it, hotwired a capacitor into it, and jury-rigged the lensing system in what used to be a large pulse laser. Intercepts missiles fired at any lance mates in range. It has a 40% intercept chance. Fires 20 shots. Generates 6 heat. Overloads intercepts at a 60% chance and fires 40 shots while generating 12 heat. Lambs can fire directly like a large laser within range. The weapon has a 5% misfire chance mitigated by gunnery. That's stupid good. Wow. I picked up a Hatchetman P yesterday. It has a permanent spiked hatchet, spiked fist, boot talons, and spiked armor. Oh, that sounds amazing. I very much wish I could have one of those, but welcome to the stream. The Pirate Laser AMS is amazing, 5% chance to fail, but no penalty other than heat for overcooking it. Takes out all missiles ever. Yeah, and also with the gunnery mitigation, it's not even going to be the 5%. Yeah, I'm taking that. We also got Panther, Locust, Rapier parts, Wasp parts. Who cares about those? But yeah, we kept the machine gun fire control system because I thought it was funny. I don't know if I'll ever build a mech with, you know, machine guns, masked machine guns, but now I can have the opportunity to, should I choose to do so. Yeah, that's one of the most ridiculously good pieces of equipment ever. It's right up there with the Pirate Snub, which, as far as I can tell, there's no real problem with the Pirate Snub other than being slightly shorter range, which, hey, it's a snub-nosed PPC anyway, and lighter weight. So, yeah. Maybe there's a heat penalty in there. In any event, it'd be kind of amusing to try and throw the laser AMS and the pirate snub onto that trebuchet, but I think we're starting to strain the weight that it's capable of handling a little bit. Although if I removed all the medium lasers and threw a whole bunch more patchwork materials on it, I might be able to make it work. Probably not. We're not going to bother. I will figure out something to do with that laser AMS. The Disco Hawk is already pretty much set up, though. Pirate laser AMS is an advanced AMS shoots down. Yep. Yeah, that was part of what the weapon description had mentioned. It will shoot down anything in range, which is also why it was, you know, blasting every single one of our missiles. And another 20,000 for the next 5 days, thanks to the light mechs managing to pretty badly damage most of my stuff. Which is unfortunate, especially... Oh, okay, we did get some really nice kit out of it. What's the wreckage? Rapier's 3 days, put the Arbiter up there. I don't really care about a Rapier. I want my Crab back sometime soon. 6 days on the Trebuchet, 1 day on the Disco Hawk. Disco Hawk, you're going to the top. Trebuchet, you're going to the top. And Downpour stays at the bottom. Crab, you're going to the top. So that will give me... Yeah, the Hatchetman will get up above the Trebuchet because it's more important. How many days until the A-team is ready? 3 days? Okay, that'll work up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 because of Ek. It's advanced enough to create a permanent stable beam. Yes, indeed, that floats in the ether. Great power. Alright, so we are 22 days away from the downpour and not currently working on it. Anything broken in the bay? I don't think so. I think we're all good on that one. Yes, indeed. Which trebuchet? You're 4M. You're the good one. This is a solid lance. That's what we normally field. I mean, it could wait a day for the crab. Let's see if anything got built up recently on the contracts, and if it did, especially at a high level, we'll go fix the crab. Turn the tables is the destroy base. It's the 2.5 skull. Fireworks is a target acquisition, so no. Straight up battle with supply lines. It's terrible, terrible salvage payout, though. Ugh. Thorn to the side is an assassinate. Smugglers funded by Clan Cloud Cobra. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. Let's go piss off the clans. We're waiting a day, though, for the crab. After your dropship takes off at the end of the mission, do frozen laser beams become unfrozen like Kylo power? That's a question I do not know the answer to, and I don't really want to know the answer to, if I'm completely honest. Alright, so we're going to go take on the clans for probably the last mission today, but no guarantee on that one. I mean, we are going to run for probably about 3 hours like we've been doing recently. Flatline does not need gunnery, because Flatline is in a mech that punches people. Punches people really good. Guts? Yeah, we'll give you guts. Just keep leveling up those 3. Ignore gunnery. Gunnery is worthless to a melee pilot. Alright, so we will grab... Quick check this again. Yeah, clan fight again. Alright, so it will be the crab, it will be the Hatchetman, the Trebuchet, and the Disco Hawk, because I'm not willing to bring an Arbiter to a fight with the clans. The clans tend to be really, really good at breaking light things, and I don't want that to happen. So let us go grab the contract. We can limit it 3. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. So I don't know if people have noticed. Straight up battle, 2 of 9. Wait, no. Thorn in the side? Thorn in the side, that was it. 3 of 13 priority salvage. Clan Cloud Cobra is not gonna like us. By the way, what I crave is toads? No! No, keep those toads far, far away from us. Let me run up to you and punch you for 80 damage. By the way, I'm a 5-ton battle armor. What? Okay, our Scout Crab. The Butchery People Hatchetman. The Trebuchet that actually has, you know, really good LRMs. And the Disco Hawk. So, we shall put Black Sheep in the Disco Hawk. We shall put Ek in the Trebuchet. Yes, yeah. And Apex goes in the Scout Crab. And Flatline in the Hatchetman. And that's the Lance. Technically, we're more powerful than it, but it's a clan assault. So, with the clans, you can increase the difficulty by about a skull. Depending on what you run into. A full star of toads. That's 25 toads, Raider. I don't think you quite understand just how terrifying that would be. Just I don't want to face that. I do not want to face that, no matter what. So, if I can stay at range and just continually lob thunder LRMs at them, maybe that'll work, but they can jump. So maybe they can just keep bouncing around. If I had an entire lance of catapults with... Is Swarm Thunder LRMs a thing? Because that's what I'd want, to just blanket the entirety of the terrain, so that no matter where they go, they would land on a mine. Yeah, you see, battle armor, or elementals, as they're called, work under slightly different rules in the clans. So if we're talking about an elemental, a single point is 1 mech. but a point is 5 battle armor. So a star of toads is 5 points, so 5 times 5 is 25. You'll have a lot of fun with that one. So that is why we do not try and fight them like that. We will run away and we will blast as we flee. But yes, this will be an assassinate. And let's drop down on the enemy and see if they'll be just as surprised as we are with whatever they've got. Taking this one for full salvage because getting clan stuff is nice.
I feel a tremor, like there's creatures living beneath the surface.
Okay, never say that ever again because that's terrifying. I don't want to consider just getting...
Commander?
Never mind. The creatures living beneath the surface will... Oh god, no, not this map. This map. So this map has history with us. This map is where we assaulted a catapult over here and basically ran out of ammunition entirely. And also the last match where we used our Mackie, because the Mackie ended up just being utterly horrific for us. We had been using difficulty based on lance weight. And when you throw a Mackie onto a sort of an early mid-level group, problems occur. Alright, let's get the scout crab underway. No targets yet, but that was to be expected. Of course, which is why we're moving up here, because up over here there is a mineral field, and down here there's a mineral field, and we can use this little crater area to just fire down on the enemy. It does, of course, require us to be a little bit less active, I guess? But that'll be the way we have to do things. The hatchman, of course, will run in closely on the enemy.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, someone recently made a comment on that, which is one of the reasons why I've been thinking about it. Because, yeah, we basically ran into a catapult and we ran out of all of our ammunition at that point and half of our mechs. So there was a little bit of pain to be had. Alright, let's see what we see when the sensors activate.
Awaiting order.
Alright, Apex, get out of everybody's way. I'll take the... no, I'll stand out in the open.
Affirmative.
Okay, we have located a Turnhan APC. That's not terrible. A VAR.
Firing a full salvo.
Okay, that was a miss and a hit, but because of the way that armor and defenses now work, he's not dead. We could probably turn him into being dead, assuming we just get a shot from the Black Sheep, and since he's the only thing currently on scanners...
I read you, Commander.
Yeah. Oh, no, you've got a snub. Shut off the chaff. Give him a snub! Oh, we hit the other armor on him and did not kill him.
Another hit like that and you're
I was wondering if this is the map that you faced the Lacerator? No, the Lacerator was on a very different map. A little bit of light fire coming our way. Luckily, none of the forest lit on fire, which is very helpful to our survival and our continued use of cover. Eck, you're the one with the LRMs. Please get up here and just provide some love. Normals? Normals will be fine. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead, right? How is he not dead? That Turnhan APC is very tough. Oh, wait, I did not see you. What are you? What are you? A Nova Cat. Great. Because on the Two Skull mission, we're expecting to run into a clan heavy. At least it ain't a supernova. That's gonna be my position on this one. At least it wasn't a supernova. I'm gonna maneuver up here to cover. Hey, we'll get more information. We're dealing with a Zephyr and a Bellona. Bellona's gonna be interesting, but I'm not really concerned about the vehicle group at the moment. A little concerned about the smuggler reinforcements. That'll be interesting. And of course, taking this guy down is gonna be an interesting task. Yes, Raider, it's your Nova Cat. I will do my best, but no problem. Where in the bloody hell did you... Oh, okay, you're a Zephyr. Never mind. It's like, where did this guy come from? You're not equipped with long-range weapons. I think the Pirate AMS is my favorite piece of gear in the entire game. It's sad when it crits itself, but until you're basically immune to missiles, I started my fascination with AMS systems. And if you get gunnery on there now, you can basically ignore the 5% chance to damage yourself. So, it's all mitigated by gunnery now. That's one of the big... That was one of the more under-the-hood changes as they've been going through and making sure that systems that originally had flat chances of failure, most of them have been moved over to being affected by gunnery. I haven't checked to see if HVACs do that, but I would very much like to see if HVACs do that. Ah, yes, the Turnhan APC, which is a really good APC. It's equipped with 2 large lasers. How can you not be pretty impressed by that?
Standing by.
Alright, you're going to continue to maneuver. They're not going to be particularly... Yeah, fire the Turnhan.
Firing all weapons.
There we go, popped it. Pop goes the weasel.
Cougar down.
So the Durhan's dead. That's 2 large lasers. That's a pretty big pickup already. Probably target the Zephyr or maybe the Bellona. I'm not sure which one's more dangerous. I'd like to kill all of the close-in group before we actually get assaulted by whatever the guards are. Is Battletech really a finished game? It is a game based on a board game with a couple hundred mechs, a computer game that has maybe 20 mechs. MechWarrior Online has a lot more mechs. Oh, you mean this version? It's a finished core, is what it is. So I see your point. Yeah, but I do think that there's a little bit more there that, because one of the things that HBS had to do is they had to introduce tabletop Battletech to a lot of people. That's not easy. Battletech has a lot of esoteric rules and weird things about it. So if you want to do that, one of the ways you can do that is by making the game a little bit more simple than you might otherwise try and do. So it would be amazing to have Max Tech in standard Battletech. Can you imagine, though, just Joe Schmo off the street downloads the game from GOG or Steam and tries to play it for the first time? Just what that experience would be like for them? Like, I'm a bit of a Battletech nerd, so I get a lot of these underlying systems, but can you imagine just a random first-off player that RogueTech would be their first introduction to the series? You probably wouldn't be a very successful game. Because I love RogueTech, but that's because I've got a hard-on for super complex rules and systems like that. It's not... And if you haven't ever played Battletech before, RogueTech is a terrible place to start. Like, I love RogueTech, but I do not recommend people start playing RogueTech right off the bat. I highly recommend that they play, HBS Battletech first. Okay, you're dead. They don't install and refund. I don't know about that bad, but it would not be received as well. So, we got a Dark Crow. I'm not familiar with a Dark Crow, but we are getting fired at by a large laser, so that is painful. Luckily, he wasn't able to connect. Flatline. Flatline, will you kill me the Bellona? Maybe? How about Tuesday? Yeah, go for it. And come on, 67. Did not connect. I was kind of worried about that. And I can't see whether or not the micro laser hit, but hey, we're gonna just operate one. Hero version of the Stormcrow? It's a DCW, so I'm assuming that it's an actual normal mech. Oh, we got a Kit Fox. Okay, that's a problem.
Watch the flank.
Yeah, you got right behind me. What in the hell did you hit me with?
I hate these guys.
Oh, he's got a heavy laser. Probably a large heavy laser at that. So he managed to completely knife through. I was not anticipating the Kid Fox. That's a bit of a new one. Mongoose, don't care about. I mean, it's got a brand new model, so we will be looking at it. But the Mongoose is not a major threat, I think, unless it's equipped with a light PPC, so it'll be irritating. Don't know what the Dark Crow has. That Kid Fox has got to die. And are you all the reinforcements? I mean, have we already run? Are these the smuggler support group? I would like to fight this Novacat after having everything still fully ready to rock and roll, so we're going to work on that. Still enemy movements on the way. We've got to get the hatchet man covered. His back is now very much exposed, and that is not acceptable. Oh god, the Bellona still got to move. I forgot about you. Luckily for us, he missed the CT. Lovely. And his LMG is now unjammed. Apex first, please. Dark Crow is maneuvering. Breaching shot, 60 damage. Okay, that's a clan ER large. That is painful. What else we got? And another Kid Fox, a 1D. Yeah. Yeah, that's a heavy large. That was 72 damage that he just dealt. So, yeah, this is a 2-skull mission, folks. Apex.
Aye, aye.
I need you to get a line of sight on this guy.
Copy that.
You failed. Okay, we're gonna die now. Thank you. Or at least Flatline is going to die.
Negative damage.
So Flatline's got to pull back. Flatline's got to pull into cover. Yeah, this is going to be rough. This is going to be very rough. I really do need to see this guy so I can... Oh god, how did you move first? I suppose it makes sense. You're a light mech. On the plus side, you're behind me? 14. Oh, that's painful.
I'm here.
Okay, guys, we have more important things to kill. Oh, you can't move anywhere. Well, you have shooting scoot, so you can bombard people. Thunders are gonna make my life more difficult. Oh, he's got an Ultra AC. Oh, he must have hit us with the Ultra AC 10. And the one missed and the one hit. Okay, I got you now. Swarms. Give him the swarm. And spread a little bit of damage on the Kid Fox. Did not hit, but we had a chance. So we'll now swing over to the side. Try and cover ourselves a bit better. And then I need to move the Black Sheep probably at maximum speed. Or not. I need to move Apex at maximum speed onto somebody. A little bit more light damage. I'd like to hit that Kid Fox. Okay, Black Sheep's up. And she has a line of sight. Oh wait, no, Apex already moved. Shoot. Yeah, we're not going to see that Kid Fox this turn. Try the Bologna. Got a penetrator, but we did not kill him because of the way that penetrators work on vehicles now. Okay, that works. We can operate with this.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Yeah, a little thin is a bit of an understatement. We're probably going to sprint him out of the fight. He's not going to hit anybody this round, which is really terrible because he's got 1 point of armor on his back CT. That's not a missed Lynx. What in the hell did we piss off? Okay, so that's a penetration. And now the mongoose. So we happen to run into the lots of lasers that are very dangerous. Innovation is basically worthless. I got very cocky in thinking that I could just run up here and take them on, but I figured a 2 skull versus a 2.5, and I had a fairly decent number of mediums. But this is not the case. Oh, apparently it's the Cobra Cat, so it's a special version of a Nova Cat. Which I suppose makes sense, we're fighting Cloud Cobra. So we may just want to bail. That might be the best idea. I would like to at least take this Kid Fox. Bologna not on my back? Okay, I can work with that. Head hit, injury ignored. Oh, lovely.
They've blown past my armor.
Flatline.
I'm here.
Vigilance. And sprint. I'm not that suicidal, jeez. Mask on, because I need that. I need the extra movement. Because I need to be able to get on top of him and then kill him. So, show me him? That will show me him. Okay, that works.
Roger.
Over the rough terrain, don't care. And we're gonna pray. We're gonna pray. Oh, wow, he's got no armor. I mean, once we get through, we're gonna kill him, but getting to that point is... Oh, God, he's gonna get killed doing this, isn't he? Kill me a Kid Fox.
Acknowledged. Putting my weight in.
There we go. Court him out completely, because, I mean, that's not ideal. Okay, that was definitely not ideal. I was about to say that's not ideal, but we can get some of that kit, but I suppose not. Mist Lynx hopefully will not have a shot on the back of the Hatchman. The Hatchman has got to maintain a good position. The Dark Crow has disappeared. And big lasers and pulses. Lots of scary things we don't want to deal with. Should hopefully be able to take this. Okay, so I want to maneuver forward. Stay in my cover. I'm still in my cover, right? Yes, okay. The Bologna just needs a little bit more of a touching. On the bright side, they're incredibly weak armored.
Copy that.
Is that a kill? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This Bologna man is just not dying.
Good to go.
You got a shot? Do you have a position to get down there? You do not. I don't want to be out of cover with those lasers running around, but I may not have much of a choice. Dark Crow is actually a fairly decent shot. I want that Bologna gone, though. I really do. Can't get into cover over on this side. Yeah, because I've got to run around him. The Black Sheep's going to reserve, because I've got to get X spread out. He's proving to be too much of a problem at the moment. Please don't get behind me. I mean, I know you're incredibly quick because you're a mongoose, but please don't.
I live to serve.
Okay, can Ek get down here? He cannot, but he can get over here, which I can work with.
Got it, Commander.
Hi, your target is the Bologna. You're going to shut off your terrible one, and you're just going to lob a whole bunch of swarms at him because you need a couple of good hits. One was not enough. I said a couple of good hits.
Solid connection on that one.
Really? You call that a solid connection, Ek? Ek is very much the optimist. It is very clear. Oh no. Okay, we're good. We're alive. We're still here. I mean, he's already got an armor penetration on his front armor. Blinding flare. That's clever.
Damage minimal.
That's the blown that did.
Waiting for orders.
Yes, you get to move now. I don't want to move too far forward because that would probably get her killed. Can I sprint? I can. Lovely. Now that we are no longer facing that, we can pull over to the side. The Bologna I can probably kill with one stream of fire. I'm going to multi-target. Give me the Mongoose, give me the Bologna. The Bologna is going to take the snub. And Chaffs is going to go towards the Mongoose.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
Oh, you missed all three of them. That's unfortunate. And you missed an 87. That is also unfortunate. See, that's what I get for trying to split fire and be a little bit more efficient. But no, should not have done that. I was kind of hoping also the balloon would blow up. Breaching shot. Please stop shooting that at me. Jeez. That is a terrifying piece of equipment. Apex.
Commander.
Yeah, I want you to kill me a Bologna. Oh, lovely. It's going to annihilate the Bologna. Which is a bit of a shame, because I'd rather not. I don't take the risk. Thank you. 100% of the smuggler forces have been defeated. So we got that going for us.
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, you're going to pull back.
Confirmed.
And you use your evasion to the fullest extent of whatever it is allowed to be. Kid Fox with... Yep, that heavy laser. Jesus, that thing hits like a truck. I think it's only like, what, 5 tons? It's 5 tons that is doing more damage than a Gauss rifle. Flatline really can't afford to be in this fight. What are you currently facing? It's a burned forest. How did that forest burn down and not burn down the entire forest? I don't know. I don't really care. Zoom. Hi, I'm way back in cover now.
I copy.
So we're probably going to have one round where we've got to turn this thing off so we can maneuver around behind the line, and then they'll probably be within close quarters combat range. Mistlink's coming up. What's the Mistlink's got? Large laser. Okay, so at least the Mistlink's doesn't have it. Message retracted. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Alright, let's put some fire on. The Disco Hawk is still in relatively good shape, so it's got to move up to share some armor. The Mongoose I care less about than the Mistlinks. Give him some love. Oh, 62 damage. Okay, so we penetrated something there. So yeah, these mechs do not have much armor at all. So they are very much glass cannons, which I suppose describes most of the clans. But I can work with this.
Onward.
Swarms. Oh, they're really just ignoring most of what I can do. 27, 24 with the dead fires. Yeah, give them more swarms. That tank would have died from the fire this turn. I couldn't guarantee it, so I had to make sure it was gone. Okay, and the Mongoose is opening up. By the way, the Mongoose has a brand new model, so there's that. Well, we're about to get bombarded by everything, but I'll zoom in and I'll take a look at it shortly. Trebuchet is good. Lovely. Surviving hits. That's what we want to see. It's these two mechs over here with their heavy, large lasers that are just terrifying me, though. Oh, okay, he doesn't have a heavy, large laser. But that Kit Fox. It's crazy. Kit Fox coming up, and the Kit Fox has enough firepower to make me very, very unhappy. Jeez, and he's just so darn accurate with it, too. Head hit, injury ignored. We're down a little bit more health. But he is cooking. So that works out a little bit. So, have you fallen into my trap, or am I about to die? That's the real question. I really want to pull that. Ooh, you did not quite fall into my trap. That covers him really good. I can't walk into that. Hey, we're about to take even more fire. Yep, 72 damage.
I laugh at your puny attack.
Do not taunt the clans. That is rule 1, Ek. You know better than that. Killing him is going to be darn near impossible now, because he's in a mineral field. We can walk in there to try and brawl with him, but... yeah, that's not going to work. Plus, they've managed to completely nullify flatline, so that's not good.
Standing by.
Okay, Apex. Apex, we're going to run you. We're going to run you hard. So let it fully recalculate everything, because we're going to get on top of this guy. Oh! Yes. That's what I wanted. Can I get a side shot? I can.
Hauling ass.
Did I take damage? Okay, that was just other thunder. The mineral field. If you brought the thunder, we do have thunder, but okay. So you're a Kid Fox, but what are you? You appear to be a cicada. You have 2 LB5s, an ER large, and an ER small. That's not all that terrifying, actually.
Confirmed.
Disarm him, please.
Let's go.
Hey, you blew off a leg.
Target's taking a critical
Alright, so
hit.
the Kid Fox, we already got things underway. So if I can just get enough concentrated fire onto his other leg and, you know, take it, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
Okay, Flatline, what are you in range of? We're not going to bother with you at the moment. Trebuchet. He's on his back. Do you think LRMs are probably going to get through? Kind of doubt it, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Do I want to do that? Dead fires. Yeah, we'll go dead fires on this one. Maximize the damage. Call it out left leg. It may have been a bit much, but that was worth it.
Target.
Yeah, Flatline's mask is still on, which is one of the reasons why I've held back on using him.
On my way.
Okay.
What do you need?
So what I want to do is I want to give him a chance to hit something, but he's at a 50% fail chance. I can't risk that. Do I continue to hang out in the mineral field? Maneuver over there.
Full speed.
My left side is towards the enemy, which is a bit of a problem because my claws are on that left side and could be blown apart. You have a shot down there? Yeah, if we wade into the fight. Yeah, let's wade into this fight.
Moving to position.
Hi, I'm a Disco Hawk, and you took some serious damage getting here. So,
Got it.
unfortunately, I missed my biggest gun. Oh, you don't have anything left.
Timer is empty.
Oh, okay, he's just got the AMS. I can work with that. So the Mongoose and the Dark Crow are the current dangers. The Mistlynx has nothing. I can ignore him entirely for now. I mean, he can punch, but aside from punching, he's got nothing. Reserve flatline.
Waiting for the shot.
So Apex proving to be decisive in this match because of her ability to get in behind people and just light them all the way up. How's my explosion chances? I need to keep that in mind. 10%. I'm gonna keep running because
On my way.
her mech's got to stay on the move. Cook it? Yeah, we cook it.
Roger that.
Okay, there goes part of him.
Scored a critical hit.
I kind of would have preferred a leg, but I'll deal with what we've got. Might be able to get the Black Sheep on top of this Mongoose as well. Dark Crow coming in forward. Okay, yeah, that was kind of to be expected. We're going to chill out. We're going to shut off the systems on
Good to go.
her shortly. Do I just stalk you? Oh, you better believe I'm going to stalk you. Jeez. There we go. A little bit of counterfire. Just get a little bit of work going on here.
I'm your spaniel.
And guess who's here for the fire support? 46. How about if I went with swarms? They'd be 52s. You know what? I'm going to take advantage of the swarms while I still can. And let it rip.
On target.
That hurt me a lot, actually. That was like a lot. Oh, we are going to cook.
Moving to position.
So that's okay. We avoided the shutdown.
Generating a lot of heat here, boss.
What's your mask up to at this point? 30%? Yeah, we're not there yet. We are not there yet. But we are going to keep maneuvering around to the back because I'm anticipating this Mongoose is going to try and run. Puts us at 16. It's up to the Mongoose. So you're ignorable. I think I can handle you. You are dangerous. Really, it was the Kid Foxes that made this mission just nightmarish. Because the Kid Foxes just have an absurd amount of firepower with those heavy larges. I really hope I can steal some of those because they are just
Awaiting orders.
insane. I'm going to shut off the mask. I'm going to shut off the hot rod. That's got us back under control. And what do you got? Where's your damage? Go back up to the top, please. And swoop. Your damage is on your right side, which I can get to. And I'm going to take the heat.
Let's see when the light is
Oh, wait, no. I was on your left side. I'm sorry. I got my left and my right backwards.
Engine critical.
Eck
Shutting down.
needs to chill out. He really does.
Standing by.
What's your sprint chance? 10%. Yeah, I'm going to sprint with him soon. He'll move probably last in this little band of merry men and missile fire. So I don't dare try another swarm. Not after what happened last time. Lasers to off. We'll go normals. 46 on the Deadfire? 2 more damage. Yes. No, we gotta save the Deadfires. We gotta save the Deadfires for that Novacat. So give him a taste of the normals. Give me something good. Not quite. Okay.
Good to go.
Flatline, you are going to kick on the mask, and that will hopefully populate a fast enough speed with which we can actually annihilate our enemies. It was not. How was it not? Apparently I couldn't get down there in time. In that case, I'm just not going to use it. I will keep the mask off and I will run around the back. Because that honestly is the safest thing to do at the moment. There is no point in risking this mech yet. Especially if I can get a 0% chance to explode on this movement. Offensive push getting called. Okay. Able to take most of that. He still has his large laser, which is dangerous. We've got to take care of that. We are on 19. The Black Sheep's on 16. And he's on 19, so he's going to get the move. He's probably going to get behind us. Now he's going to just open fire on the Disco Hawk. That CT is getting mighty thin.
Okay, that was bad.
Yep, we are aware. Ace Pilot, going to maneuver off to the side a little bit. I think I'm probably... Oh, yeah, the Mistlinks. The Mistlinks is ignorable. So we'll maneuver probably back into this mineral field for a little bit more protection. But the Disco Hawk can't lead the charge on that Novacat. Mongoose is actually pretty dangerous where it is right now. But I'm happy to see that it backed off.
Affirmative.
Hi, please die.
Here we go. That's a kill.
That was a snub-nosed PPC to the face, and I love it. Oh, you turned off? What?
Right. Ready.
I didn't realize that the crab had shut down, but apparently it had. The Mongoose can still shoot me, so I'm not really interested in fighting it. Reserve flatline. I'm gonna get Eck and the Disco back to, or the Disco Hawk to go take care of him.
I'm receiving you.
Eck. He no longer has
Rolling.
anybody covering him. Oh, it's so much better to shoot the Mistlinks. So, give him the swarms. So we've got his gyro crit, gyro destroyed. He's no longer evasive. That means all I need is basically 1 PPC. Is that him? No, he hasn't moved yet. Okay. No, he is moving. Okay. He is evasive again. Can he be evasive with a gyro crit? Apparently he can.
Waiting for orders.
You're going to... Honestly, you're going to ignore the Mistlinks. And you're just going to shoot this guy.
Coordinates received. Affirmative.
Okay, so he saved his head, which has the sheathed beacon in it.
Enemy down.
So we're down to just the Mistlinks who can kick us. I mean, that is painful, but not terrifying. The Mistlinks is going to go at great speed.
Commander.
Flatline, you're going to go at great speed after him. And we're just going to take our time as we kill this guy and then we go after the Novacat.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, just... I don't care to keep this guy alive. Turn off the small.
Rear armor it is.
Okay. So that's actually reasonably intact, I think.
Orders.
Great, you're fighting on the pitch planet. Yup. Alright, so let's get ourselves ready to fight the smuggler leader who is a Novacat. A 70-ton mech. So, this ought to be fun. All the fun. Brace. Get that heat under control. Because now we gotta do this. Now we gotta kill him. We do not want the Disco Hawk leading the charge on this one because the Disco Hawk's CT is badly damaged.
Aye, aye.
Apex, you're not running these, right? Okay, good. Because you were having serious heat problems. I suppose this is a little bit of a hotter map than we normally have been doing lately, but still. Alright, so we just need to now go in here and kill a Novacat. That shouldn't be any trouble, right, guys? This should be the stuff of ease.
I copy.
And Raider would very much prefer it if we got headshots on that Novacat, because Raider apparently loves Novacats. So, we're going to maneuver up here to get a height advantage on him. The Black Sheep will also maneuver up here to get a height advantage on him. There is a mineral field here, isn't there? Okay, the Nova Cat's on the move. He's realized that he's got to fight now.
Yes, Commander.
Apex, let's keep you maneuvering as well.
We'll go.
Rough terrain. And flatline. Oh, I forgot to take a look at the Mongoose' new model when we blew it up. Whoops. So, the Hatchet Man will probably need one good hit. That is what I anticipate.
Waiting for orders.
So, keep it on the move.
Heading out.
Give him thunders. Let's start doing some work on him. Quite a few hits on that, actually. But it's the thunders that I mostly care about here. And you're going to sprint around as well. And we're going to hopefully avoid getting shot at much by him. Brace it up for the extra protection. Enemy gets to move at 19. Flatline needs to continue his sprint on forward. And the reason why I'm not using the mask just yet is because the mask is going to be required for that final closure.
Waiting for orders.
I don't want you up front.
I'm your spaniel.
Eck. Eck is going to do this again. So we've just seated 60 thunders on top of him. Hopefully that'll do something to his legs.
I'm out of LRMs.
Yeah, you're not really, but I get the idea. And then we're going to want the Trebuchet in back for the dead fires. We've been saving them specifically for that. Okay, can I get anything up here? I don't want to use her pirate engines yet. I want to save on that a little bit. Give him a little bit of love. Missed all three, but hey, we're not dealing any heat with that one, so that's fine.
Failed to connect.
And the Black Sheep.
Commander?
Also, I don't want to actually see the enemy because her CT is incredibly, incredibly vulnerable. So she's going to maneuver not very far, but hopefully to avoid being seen. That is my plan.
On my way.
Race. Alright, Nova Cat's up. Nova Cat is on the move. It's not moving that fast, so we do have a little bit to work with. I need you in cover. Everybody needs to be in cover of some description. You'll take your shot and you'll move. Pretty good, actually.
Target confirmed.
Okay, 3 good hits. So we'll keep maneuvering around the side.
Order confirmed.
Now, the crab probably is my tank at this moment,
Ready for orders.
which is a rather terrifying thing to think about. All it needs is 48 damage on one torso. So I'm going to run to hide.
On the move. Full speed.
And done. So he was the one actually providing good information on this. So the Nova Cat should be in range. I just need to get him in vision now.
Live to serve. I'm walking.
I don't have him in vision. That is unfortunate. So we're obviously not going to use the normals. We're going to use the dead fires, even though maybe we shouldn't. No, we'll use the swarms. Higher damage, higher accuracy, and nobody's near them. Boom, fire! Time to spring the trap. Okay, we got a penetration.
I think things are going swimmingly.
Yes,
I'm
yes
out
they
of
are.
long-range missiles.
Got it.
Okay, we got another good penetration. Did he collapse?
Critical hit.
We got a crit on something. So, Apex... Oh, he did go on. Okay, he's down. Apex.
Standing by.
It's time, Mask. It's time, Hot Rod. We're going to run this sucker as fast as we possibly can because we've got to get eyes on this guy. Just, oh, I love how fast this mech is. Please don't run through our minefield. Okay, I don't think she did. Hi, I'm here to steal you. Here's on. What do you got? We're dealing with 150 plus 75, so we're looking at 275. That's a lot. Oh, wait, no, less than that. 225. It's not enough. So I'm going to blow off your leg entirely. Good. The leg is gone. And you have been badly damaged.
Take that.
Heck, you're up.
I await your command.
That leg. Dead fires. Dead fire select.
Now let's see.
Come on, kill me a leg. Kill me a leg. And fall back.
Moving to position.
Good to go.
And the Black Sheep herself. You're not killing the leg quite as well as I was hoping, guys. That's his left torso.
Critical hit, Commander.
Which, yeah, that's cool, but I wanted the leg.
Orders.
Alright, Flatline is in range to make the sprint now. If Flatline does that, he will kill it. He will absolutely kill this mech.
On my way.
So this is for you, Raider. I am taking an awful risk here. This had better work. Nope, it didn't. He blew out the other side torso. Damn. That sucked. We had a chance to get that mech, and no, we did not put enough effort into his gunnery skill to give him call job. Actually, I thought he had call job mastery. So he didn't CT explode, Raider. We knocked out both of his side torsos. So his CT is still there, so he might get 2 parts out of it. I'm not sure if I want to grab it, though, because it's going to depend on what sort of kit foxes we run into. I am rather surprised that everybody got out of this thing alive. 238,000 5 Seabills. Hatchaman got dented. No penetrations, no penetrations, no penetrations, no injuries at all. And this only lost 7 health. This back armor was 1 hit point. That was close. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could get a 55-ton Dark Crow. The Dark Crow is a Clan Snow Raven developed second-line battle mech, which was produced only in its Inner Sphere facilities in the Outworld Alliance after the Jihad. Named after a strange cave-dwelling bird found on Dante, the mech has proven to be a popular design among second-line troops. This variant is more of a mobile anti-aircraft gun platform. That explains the LB-5s. 1, 2, 3, 4... only 4 Kid Fox parts. Oh. Mist links. Yeah, there's 2 NovaCat parts. I don't know if I can justify that, but we'll look at it. Okay, medium lasers, Clan ER larges. Larges are nice. LBs, no. Ooh, Clan ER the Clan pulses are way better than Inner Sphere pulses. Like, by leaps and bounds, they're really good. Big Electric Probe, Case 2 Clan, which let me guess is lighter. Yeah, it's half a ton instead of a full ton. Requires Clan armor, though. Clan Endo Steel, just so much of it. Clan XL. Look, I'm sorry, Raider, but Clan XLs. We gotta grab some of this kit. We picked up 2 Clan XL engines. The Clan XL is all of the bonus of an XL engine with all of the safety of a light engine. It's amazing. So we're grabbing that. A 330 rated fusion core. Jeez. Ferrofibrous Clan, which is the same as Ferro except takes fewer slots. An XL Gyro, because why wouldn't you? A whole bunch of heatsinks. Do you have Clan double heatsinks? And a Clan double heatsink kit. Which, actually... I don't really need it. Patrick Materials, Sensor Basics, Watchdog Suite, Sensor Missile Range, 25% or 20% missile range, minus 50% missile minimum range. Interesting. Clan double heatsink kit though. The problem is without the Clan double heat sinks, a Clan double heatsink kit is worthless. Like it's no better than a normal Inner Sphere double heatsink. So I'm not sure if it'll be worth it. Because we're not going to really get all that much out of it. So the difference between Inner Sphere and Clan double heatsinks is Clan double heatsinks only take 2 critical slots, whereas Inner Sphere ones take 3. So we don't use a whole lot of external double heatsinks, so the Clan double heatsink kit is not super useful to us. What is useful to us, however, is the Clan Exchanger. 15% weapon heat. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I mean, the Endo and the Pharaoh are both really, really good. Especially once we start getting into larger mechs, the Clan Endo and Pharaoh will be great. But you've gotta grab Clan XL engines when you can. So we got 2 of the Dark Crows. We got 2 mixed link parts. We even got a NovaCat part. So just for Raider, the AI decided to roll us up a NovaCat. We got 1 of the Kid Foxes, which is a bit weird, but we got 2 of the Mist Links, but only 1 of the Kid Foxes. Although, yeah, actually, no, I am going to complain because the Mislinks is lighter. So we're starting to get, we're starting to build a clan mech, so there's that. And we got a single double heatsink clan. And an LB5 cluster. Yeah, that was a hell of a fight. So, a couple of mechs are going to be in the repair bay for a while. I was anticipating much, much greater pain. And to be fair, the vast majority of the firepower of that lance came from those kit foxes. Those heavy, large lasers just completely knifed their way through armor every single time. 80 damage. Well, near enough. It was 72, 80 damage from a single weapon. That's crazy. But yes, 2 clan XLs. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing with them. Do I have any 50? Yeah, the Starhawk is getting one of those. For sure. Nice Scraver after thinking about bailing on the mission. I really was thinking about running on that one. But once we realized just how vulnerable those kit foxes were, and once we removed them from the field, then we had a fighting chance. If those had been full-strength kit foxes, we would not have stood a chance, because we would not have been able to cut through the armor fast enough. I mean, we were very lucky in that pretty much every single shot that we got through blew something apart. Yeah, the Novacat was launching LRMs the whole time. 65,000 for the next 17 days. But that's I'm more than willing to pay that for what we got out of it. By the way, when is our 15 days until the power conduits are done? Is that the entirety of the company? Flatline. Yeah, that's the entirety of the company's down. So we're not running a mission for the next 5 days. Let's go to the mech bay. Okay, who's still active? The Arbiter is active. Yes, the Arbiter shall be active. I could. Ooh, no. Or, because it's a support weapon, it would fire in the melee step. I think I know what I'm doing with one of those XLs. Anyway, let's take a look. Disco Hawk 5 days, Trebuchet 3 days, Crab. Put that Hatchet Man up top because it needs to be coming back to us. We're a little bit dented. The company is not active for the next several days. Time to go to another planet? Yeah, maybe, actually. That's a good suggestion. Let's go take a look at what's left in the command center to see if it's worth hanging around for or maybe traveling. Supply lines is a battle. It's a low payout. Well, it's a high payout, low salvage battle. Turn the tables to destroy base with a high salvage payout. Fireworks is a target acquisition, so no, because I hate target acquisitions. So we're running out. Letter of Marque is a straight up battle, but again, poor payout and salvage. Destroy base. Just think of the down with some more clan tech. But it's only a 50-ton mech. The mech that we really want to put stuff into... not the barracks. I mean, the barracks is cool, but not the barracks. We want to put it in the Starhawk for sure. Because the Starhawk is a 55-tonner. And I kind of want to put it in the Hatchet Man. Because if I can give the Hatchet Man an XL-rated engine, I might be able to cram in the Clan Laser AMS on him. And if I can do that, I can run this mech with the Laser AMS always on. And because it's a support weapon, it should fire in the support in the melee step. So that's kind of my idea, is we put it on this. The other thought would have been to try and see if we could cram the Snubnose PPC in there. The Pirate one, which is also a small one. That does mean I have to give gunnery to my Hatchet boys. But I think that's a small price to pay for being able to, field that. But yeah, we're going to travel. So we're going to set sail to a different location. That way we can sort of explore more. So where have we been? Here it goes right there. And we are on Zurich. Zurich is a 2 skull. I think a 2.5 skull might not be terrible. Ever planning on using Loot Magnet? I'm not a fan of it right now. And one of the reasons is because has the new system been implemented for the employer giving you exchange salvage for stealing the good stuff? Because what I would prefer to see Loot Magnet do, because there is a special mission type in tabletop, it's like SLDF cache or something like that, and in it you get a special SLDF mech, and you fight against 2 other mechs, and if you win, the employer will then take the mech, but then he gives you a comparable mech. It's Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And you can choose to keep the mech anyway, but you take a penalty with your employer. So what I personally kind of want to see implemented into Loot Magnet is that the employer will say, I want these parts, these parts, these parts, and these parts, but you can take them for a reputation penalty. And I think that'd be reasonable. Until that happens, I like mech parts. I like getting mech parts, and I don't want my employer to take my mech parts. So that's one of the big things that keeps me from doing it. I know you can then go into the JSON files and edit things so he never takes your mech parts, but I'm thinking about it. But at this time, we're not using Loot Magnet, and I don't really have any plans at the moment to use it in its current implementation. All right, anyway, so we've been in Comstar space, kind of making friends with the phone company, and we are on a planet that is 2.5 should be doable for us. Oh, Genda. Okay, that works. That'll still give us a whole bunch of employers to work with. The same ones that we have here, so that's should work out pretty good. Comstar controls it quite nicely. Battlefield, Black Market, Dense Cloud Later, Dominant Fungus, Extensive Volcanism, Former Starfleet Presence, of course, Hallucinatory Vegetation. What kind of planet are you? You are a tropical. I like tropicals. Tropicals tend to have a lot of fire, but I like tropicals. Do you got any moons? No, so we won't have to worry about moon battles. Although moon battles are super rare. What do you guys think? Genoa? Genoa is currently on my short list. What do you guys think? Let me know. I don't quite think that I want to dump onto Aza with 3 skulls just yet. I think I want a slightly larger company to be braced for it. Yeah, the salvage holdback. I have the salvage holdback turned off. I just love the interesting choices. What's the narrator? Bex? No. Nanking. I want to go up in difficulty to a 2.5 skull, basically. That's my current idea. Because if we run into more, clan stuff, things can be a little bit difficult. Fletcher is a 3.5. No, thank you. Kawachi could be one. Did we already look at Kawachi? No, we didn't. Kawachi is a what world? It is a lunar world. You don't want to go to Genoa? What's wrong with Genoa? Don't you love the countryside? We do, of course, want to try and keep within range of a single jump. We can make multiple jumps, but there's really not much that we're getting for it. So we want to fight against the Davians a bit more. Davians have cool stuff. I do kind of also want to say near Capellan space, because we want to be able to get our hands on a champion, and the Capellans use them the most. Oh, that's quite the jump. 2.5 skulls do not seem to be super popular. That's unfortunate. You'd think being the middle difficulty it would be. 1.5, 2.5. We could also go to Krickbacken. Krickbacken is a lunar world as well, so lots of heat problems. We could go to Bellevue. Plus, with the orange planets, there are flashpoints here. So, gladiatorial combat. So basically, you come here and you get into a 4-skull fight. And you can get some really interesting stuff. RogueTech has introduced a whole bunch new extra special flashpoints, which can give you some really interesting rewards. Limited, medium, drop, easy. So you need to destroy a forward base. There will be no consecutive... The bonus is a clan loot cache. So if you want to start like hunting down stuff, if you travel to the flashpoints, they'll generally have some pretty interesting stuff. A rogue loot cache. But yeah. Bernardo is a 3-skull. It's a bit high. Ah ha ha, it's a lamb. Lots of lambs. Use extreme discretion to transit to where she's located. 2.5. We could take this one, actually. I mean, if we were willing to make the trip of 27 days, we could take this one. But there are consecutive deployments and the engagement length is long. But yeah, I'm trying to stay in sort of the same zone. It's nah. The problem is the consecutive deployment thing has me worried. So. Extreme discretion transit, where she's located. What about the planet itself? What kind of planet would be? Yeah, it's rocky, so that's interesting. Takes us pretty far off the beaten track. Yeah, no repair time. Try a lunar world? Lunar worlds are boring, but yeah, we can. There was Kreminsk here around here. Or not Kreminsk. Where was that Russian-looking name? Not that one. No. Tall trees. Safe. Well, where was it? I know you were right around this neighborhood, weren't you? Not over here. It was the lunar world. It was 2.5 skulls. It was everything I was looking for. Well, maybe not the lunar world part, but it was reasonable. Bakapur, Manamas, Nalazar, Sindian. Yeah, that one. Krebakin. So it is a large lunar world. Alien vegetation on this lunar world. Geothermal boreholes, high gravity, so that sucks. Moons, planet forest, planet-wide mudflats, and planet-wide storms. This is an interesting combination of things. So we want to go to Kirkbakken, 2.5 skull, a lunar planet. We will be able to get missions from the Capellans, the Free Worlds League, Comstar once again, and the local government. We're missing out on missions from the Davians. So what do you think? Kirkbakken is in our future? It is poor, but does that matter? Like, does that matter to us? It just means we don't get stuff in the shop. So I have no interest really normally in buying stuff from the shop, so it's not a huge deal to me. You are too low, you are too low, too low, too low. Where's that one planet? We have a couple of choices here, actually. Kirkbakken. Raider wants to go to Kirkbakken. He wants to go into that open space. Show me this planet. Thank you. Oh, Waterworld, safe. Safe as a what now? Alien vegetation, battlefield, black market, megacity, also poor. There's a lot of poor worlds down here. Kind of sad. Well, we know why, because the Capellans. Space communism does not work. Oh wow, the Capellans are just getting shredded. Oh, I didn't realize that. I haven't actually taken a look to see how things are going. So let me guess. Is this a Clan Wolf? Yeah, Clan Wolf. This is the Valkyrit. And you are... Clan Diamond Shark got in on the action. Wait, so who's you? Apparently... Oh, okay, same color. Is this a Jade Falcon? It is the Jade Falcon. So the clan invasion is going swimmingly, apparently. The airsphere is getting pushed the heck back. We're not interested in fighting that war yet. Yeah, let's go to Kirkbakken. We'll still be able to get contracts from Comstar, which is really the main one that we're sort of looking to make happy with us. Alright, course for Kirkbakken. Let's go a-traveling. There's not a whole heck of a lot we can do at the moment anyway. We have a whole bunch of mechs to pick. And our -1 medical point has expired. Lovely. Pause the time, please. Okay, 20 days away from the downpour. We are 4 days away from the planet. Do a quick check on the mech bay. We do have some modifications we'd like to make. So, let's go to the Disco Hawk. You're getting a brand new engine. It's big, it's powerful, and it's way better than what you got. Oh, you didn't even have one to begin with. Oh, this is going to be... Watch the weight, folks. So, I need a Clan XL. 7.5 tons. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so, with our 7.5 tons, we can do cool stuff, like add on more PPCs. That's kind of what I'd like to do. I have enough weight here to basically go take the weapon mount, put that on there, and if I can get another snub, which I can't because we don't have another snub, unfortunately, but I could almost fit an ER PPC on there. But if I pulled off another medium laser, basically turn him into a mini Warhammer. I don't think I have the heat for that. Yeah, I'm already currently heat limited on this mech. We would get 7 tons worth of stuff. We're not even using a high-powered gyro. What sort of weapons do we got here? We're a little bit limited, I feel, on energy, because we just don't have the heat to handle it. And we're really sinking up a ton of slots for these double heat sinks. This is, of course, the downside of fielding your double heat sinks. Support weapons, you got 2 slots for it. Oh, actually, that should be something we should check first before we start moving forward. We need to see if the Hatchet Man can take it. So the Hatchet Man will get an XL engine. He already got a light engine, Which, you know, that'll free up an engine for somebody else, potentially, if we decide to go in this route. Which we may not. Because this is a lot of stuff that we're putting on one... Oh, yeah, we have an exchanger. Ooh, we can make that work. Okay. XL engine will give him 4 more tons. The micro laser will give him 1 more tonnage. And... I have another ton of patchwork materials. That would be interesting. Don't need the spike fist because I got the claws. Do I got another boot? I don't think I do, but I need to do a quick check. No, we don't. Okay. So, weapons supports laser AMS, 75 or 0.75 tons remaining. We are capped out on size. Active probe off. That might be the way to go, actually. Gyro defense, claws. Don't want to lose any of the pirate mediums. I can't afford to place any more weight on the new stuff. Although the fact that we got 4 tons off of a light engine is pretty ridiculous in the amount that we were actually able to save with that. We'll drop the active probe. It hasn't been useful anyway. That frees up 1 slot. I don't think I got a tier 1. Yeah, I don't have a tier 1 materials. Although that would honestly be the perfect answer to our problem. So we're going to have to trim a little bit of armor here. So we'll go pull from you, pull from you, and pull from you. Beautiful. So that'll give him the laser AMS to work with, and this will last. And this is the pirate one, right? Yeah, so it can fire a large laser. It can protect the entire lance, and he doesn't build up enough heat for us to really care if we leave this thing on all of the time. Now, if we overload it, it becomes a bit of a problem, but 5 days to do this? Yeah, this is absolutely what we want to do. Is there anything else I can throw on here? Just as long as we're here. Spiked armor has to have. Endo steel has to have. Double heatsink kit he doesn't need, but, I mean, that allows him to basically blitz every single round, and we don't even care, no matter the weather. Patchwork materials he all needs. The 280 rated fusion core is nice. Another thing we could do is try and give him a larger fusion core. But I'm not sure if that'll be required. He's got his 2 ER medium pirates, which it's the only thing he can take because he doesn't have any more energy slots. He's got a ballistic slot that we're not using, but who cares? Yeah, that's good. That's good for him. Hatchaman is locked down. That also frees up a light engine.
I'll get it in the schedule.
You've got a pirate engine. You, I don't think, has anything, do you? No, you also have a light engine. So if you modify this Disco Hawk, we've got a heat problem. We've got a serious heat problem. Because this setup right now is perfectly heat neutral. And if we were to add in a Clan... Yeah, if we add in a Clan XL, we lose 4 slots. Not sure we actually need this. At least not on this mech. So this mech is... I'm still reasonably happy with where it is. If I can get several Clan double heat sinks, I can replace it with that, and that would improve it. But we may want to save our Clan XL. Although it does give us 7.5 tons of weight, which is just ridiculous. Could save it for Downpour, who I don't believe we put in any special engine. But that's 20 days away. Larger engine and extra internal heat sinks? Do I have... Ooh, actually, I didn't take that 300 rated fusion core. But that is a thought. Let's go take a look. So, equipment, heat. We've got a 275 rated fusion core. We can go up to a 300 with the Clan XL. Where is that Clan XL? So we're going up 1 slot. So what we can do is then remove this and get an E-cooling +1. Oh no, an E-cooling +2. So I don't think I have one of those in stock at the moment. No, but there should be one at the planet we're going to. And we have enough cash to do that. So, what's the plan? Exchanger. Put it there. Gives me 5 tons. My heat efficiency is 90 for 71. The weapon that I want to add is the ERPPC. And, oh, by the way, where's the thing? Oh, because I'm not in the thing. And a weapon mount. Now this would give us a heat control of 113 for 90, which is not terrible. But I've got to shave 3 tons. So, of course, we look for Pharaoh. We look for Pharaoh. Ooh, still don't have enough. Chaff countermeasure, remove that. Now look for Pharaoh? No, we're 1 slot away from a Pharaoh. How much would Pharaoh be saving? Ooh, gyro. We picked up a... Did we pick up an XL gyro? I thought we did. I think you might need the Clan Pharaoh to make that work. We don't have any Clan Pharaoh, I don't think. Yeah, we just got normal. We didn't take the Clan Pharaoh because I didn't anticipate needing it. So... Oh, I recently put that big double XL gyro on a different mech. Darn it. Kind of need it in here because that would free up enough weight for us. Could even keep the chaff counter. Oh, maybe 3 tons. 1.5 tons. That would help. 3 active supercharger, spiked fist, patchwork materials, but I only got 1 of them. Got endo steel on. We really kind of need that Pharaoh. So what else can I trim? Well, nothing unless I start trimming medium lasers. And I don't want to. Because kind of the point. But just for the sake of figuring out what the heck's going on here. I pulled off a medium laser. What more do you want from me? Oh, I put the chaff rocket launcher back in. So that would actually reserve 1.5 tons. Yeah. So obviously we can't fit it at the moment. And we need our 2 medium lasers. So... And keep in mind, we're 1 more ton over than what it shows. Because we have to upgrade this to an E-Cooling Mark II. I think this is a good idea. I think this is the direction I want to move into. I just don't quite know how we're going to get the last little bit of tonnage that we're going to need. It's got to come from a gyro. I can't do that just yet. Okay, we'll keep the ERPPC off. But this will prep it. So all we need is the double XL gyro and an E-Cooling Mark I. So this'll be the way we go. But I'm now gonna have to perform surgery on this. Sorry, man, but you're about to lose your cool new gyro. The power targeting computer increases recoil, though. That's my concern. I didn't give it to you. Who did I give it to? Who got the Super XL gyro? We did get one, right? Oh, you did. Okay, so it's our stock one. Wait, really? Did I get to the 4M? What did I put on this? Oh, it was the Angel. Right, because we were out of tonnage. And so we put the Angel ECM on there. In order to handle that problem. I see. Well, you're not getting one of my Clan XLs. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. Do I lose the nullsig? I think we have to lose the nullsig. And you get the Pharaoh instead. I'll pull that off. Pull that off. 0.5 tons overweight. Trim. It's mostly a long-range fire support mech anyway. So that's kind of okay. That's the excuse I'm going to tell myself as to why I've just reduced the firepower of one of my better mechs. And more legs. We're not hiding anything in the legs anyway. So we get our double XO gyro out. We get an Angel ECM for whatever that's worth. Okay, lock that. The double XL gyro might actually be just enough to handle all of that. Because the double XL gyro, is it now in my components? Might be 3 tons on a 55-ton mech. Been pulled off. It was pulled off immediately. Lovely. Okay, managed tasks. Disco Hawk. Cancel. Yes, I will go and I will rebuild everything. Close. So this may be a fairly interesting increase in firepower. Yeah, we already took out the fusion. Alright, so. To build. We need a Clan XL. We need our 300 rated fusion core. And that alone is $1 million cost right there. Just saying. We also need our weapon mount. We need our gyro double XL. And we need the exchanger. Now, does the exchanger explode upon damage because it's clan? 25 heat and 33% of that is damage, so that'll be like 7 damage. So just don't put it in with any ammunition, it'll be fine. That's 7.5 tons. Equipment, or no, weapons, this, and I want... Oh, I also need 1 more ton for the E-Cooling Mark 1. I need the ERPPC. 0.5 tons, and then the last thing we need then, in order to make this work, and this was the reason I didn't use it, we need the single patchwork material in the head. That gives me enough tonnage that when we hit planet, we can buy the E-Cooling +2. Now, as for the pirate targeting computer, so we're +1 energy accuracy. The concern is that the pirate targeting computer increases recoil too. So we won't be able to make follow-up shots better. Oh, I think it also increases heat. Let's go check that. Pirate fire control system. Oh, it's only a +2 accuracy now. They reduced it. It used to be a +3. Huh. I guess I finally realized that it's ridiculously over good. Yeah, 15% heat generated. Yeah, that would run too hot. So, spiked helmet, fire control system, energy, patchwork materials. Yeah, this we can then build in. We just need... all we need after this is the E-Cooling +2. This will bring our heat efficiency up to a +90, so we're down by 23 when we alpha. So just don't fire a medium or 2 medium lasers, and we can basically hold it forever. Just gotta do that so I can reorder the list. But yeah, that's a fairly significant increase in firepower on this mech. Also a fairly increase in cost, because, you know, XL engine now. But that's... Oh, I did not realize that the Gyro Double XL also takes side torso slots. That's cute. Alright, so that'll be 6 days and 1 million Seabills. Starting to run a little bit low on cash. We no longer can just rely on all of the stuff that we got from before. We're going to have to actually start, you know, paying attention to the company. Alright, so just need to do a quick check. Make sure that nobody's building with anybody. Compatible with owned variants of Javelin 11D. I have a Javelin 11D? Seriously? Oh no, I've got one. So that's pointless. And the mediums, because it no longer will build them for you. You now have to actually find them now. Something funny about having a snub... There is a little bit, and honestly, if I could swap it out for 2 snubs, that might be better. Because also that would give me some weight back. But the ERPPC can be used at point-blank range. So this is just a straight-up increase in firepower anyway. If we want to look at it just like that. But yeah, we'll definitely be on the lookout for another snub. Because I prefer matching armaments. I'm not a huge fan of going too skewed. Especially on a humanoid mech like that. But that it is what we're going to have to deal with. Wait a couple of days. Go for the jump. And then we can unberth from the jump ship and just head on towards the planet. Although we did just come to a lunar world and we just built a mech that can be quite a bit of a problem. Oh, great. My 2 melee pilots are starting to fight. Wait, Sumo has a higher rank? Are you kidding me? Punish them both. Yeah, low spears. Oh, for 7 days. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess we're not doing anything for the next 7 days. Because I've just lost 2 of my best... Well, not 2 of my best pilots, but 1 of my better pilots. Alright, show me the store. I need an E-Cooling +2 and a snub if you've got it. Although this planet is owned by the Capellans. The Capellans like us. We could put another ERPPC on it. We actually can't. We don't have the weight for that. God, the difference in price between these two things is rather ridiculous. All right, heat generation. E-cooling Mark II. Buy that. Purchase that. Selling time. So we're going to go engines. I have a internal combustion engine. I have a few of them, actually. Hi, have these. Sell. Keep the light engine, obviously. How many heat sinks am I currently riding? 78. Yeah, I can get rid of the broken ones. Goodbye, broken heat sinks. Spare parts, armor primitive, get rid of that crap, because no one is ever going to use it. Energy weapons, I think I've already trimmed pretty much everything I care to trim. Could just get rid of flamers, because flamers are worthless now. I had thought about, like, making a flaming mech, but with the new heat change, flamers are totally useless. So we can get rid of those for a nice little profit. Medium laser minus. Quick sell on that. And more flamers. Why would I harm myself so much to use it? Missiles. Could get rid of the rocket launcher 5. I'm not super thrilled with rocket launcher 5s anyway. But no, we're good with that. Support weapons, I've got a bunch, but that's okay. And then we need to scrap some mechs. Oh, please don't tell me this wasn't being worked on. It wasn't. Okay, that's fine. We'll work on that later. Storage. We're selling stuff. Lights. We're keeping anything clan, so the Kit Fox and the Mistlinks are saved, but the Panthers, of course, must go. The Javelin 11B is also likewise worthless to us. We have a Javelin, but I'm really tempted to sell it at this point. I'm keeping the Urban Mechs because I'm going to build an Urban Mech Arrow 4 now that I get to choose which variant I get to build. And we may get an Arrow, in which case we will be happy. Sell Mongooses because it's a new model, but I'm not going to bother. It's too light of a mech for me. Ravens. Do I have any other Ravens? I do not. I just happen to have 3 Raven parts anyway. Sell that. Locust. Don't care because Locusts are too light. Commando SB, of course, we're keeping. The Valiant we keep, obviously. The Wasp is going bye-bye because it's not a jumpy Wasp. And the Rapier is going bye-bye because we already got one. Mediums, 45-tonners and below. Well, 45-tonners must go. Good, we have no 45-tonners. 50-tonners. Centurion. Omni Centurion, keep that. Hatchiman, keep that. Crab Gemji, keep that, especially because it works with normal crabs. Hunchback. The Flying Debris one we keep for sentimental reasons. Quasimodo, don't care. 55. A Huron Warrior we keep. The Wolverine. I've got several Wolverine parts. We're getting close to it. And also it's a 55-ton mech. Uzils we keep for sentimental reasons. And Crab we keep because it works with Gemji. Heavy mechs. We have a Champion Royal, of which, you know, we corded out accidentally. And the Nomacat, who also got mostly plinked off, but then again, we didn't take all the parts that we could have gotten because there were 2 Clan Axle engines and nothing in the assault. All right, we will be ready. Well, we are ready to take drops now, as long as we're content to not having any of our melee folk who both are unavailable for reasons not yet disclosed to me. Well, no, they got into a fight. Downpour is another 3 weeks away from being ready, at least based on just repair times for normal. I don't know. I don't actually quite remember what we did with this thing. What did we do to Downpour? I wish I could look at what I had done. Downpour, repair mech, repair component, yeah, all the fixie stuff. And repair components, lots of repair components. Modify armor to max it out. Remove heat sinks. Oh yeah, we put in the 2 LRM-20s into it. The Clan LRM-20s. That's what we did with it. It's going to be a little bit more disappointing now, just because the Disco Hawk is going to be rather ridiculous now. But we will, of course, cross that bridge when we get to it. We're 4 days until the end of the month. We've done a nice little trimming of things. We're 3 days away from power conduits. We are once again in the range where we need to start caring about, you know, what we buy and what we do, because we're down to about 3 million C-bills, and we suck down almost 1 million C-bills every single month. So we are going to have to start probably taking a couple of those missions every so often. But we have arrived at a brand new planet. Oh, yeah, last thing. We should actually reset the contracts here so that that's all ready to rock and roll. Away. And back. So we'll do a quick perusal of the contracts just so we have a somewhat idea. Oh yeah, this is going to be hilariously fun. The lowest is a battle on a lunar. This is gonna be great. By the way, what do you not like me? Oh, the Capellans are pissed at me. I forgot about that. So we're gonna have to make people a little bit happier. He does his own stunts. Is a good assassinate. 2.5 skulls might be a bit rough, but hey, we can work with that. Trap sprung is a great battle. Oh, are we? Oh, we may have hit the mother load. Well, there's several battles in a row that are fairly decent level, and a couple of decent assassinates. Oh, we're going to have fun here. But that's going to have to wait for next week. So we are done with this week's stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the stories of the Black Sheep Squadron. We're really starting to chug along. I mean, we managed to accomplish fighting off a clan lance. To be fair, the clan had basically no armor. But, yeah, if it hadn't been for those heavy large lasers, we would have done much better. We probably could have taken, like, a fully rigged lance if they hadn't had those heavy larges. But they did, and they didn't. So that worked out quite nicely for us. Anyway, thank you all for joining me for the stream. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, maybe check out the rest of the channel. We play RogueTech. We have 2 campaigns going. Currently, the Black Sheep Squadron, of which we have just spent the last 3 hours streaming, as well as our normal weekday campaign, which goes up on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, Rippers, Rumblers. Rippers, Rumblers is a little bit further along tonnage-wise, but now that the Black Sheep have XL engines, the Black Sheep are doing a little bit better in terms of technology. So, yeah, check out the rest of the channel. The other game we play is a game called Starfleet Command, which is a real-time strategy game with starships, most notably Star Trek starships from the original series and the motion picture era timeline-looking ships. It's really cool. I highly suggest you check it out. It's a really fun game. It originally came out in 2001, and it looks like it could have come out just this year based on the excellent effort that the community's put in to sort of make the game look amazing, and it does. So, yeah, and I will see you all in the next episode